Here we go.
Yo.
All right, y'all. Miles, what's good, fam? How you been, man? How's your weekend going so far?
Pretty good, man. You know, it's raining. It's been raining since yesterday, and I kind of like the rain. It's a good break in the monotony. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
the East Coast got hit by
we got a weather system called Hurricane Lee. It's not a hurricane necessarily anymore, but it's a weather system moving up through the Northeast. So it's been raining like for 2 days now. But it's like I said, I love the break in the monotony. So I appreciate the rain, man. You know, when you a grateful motherfucker, you figure out a way to be grateful for everything. You feel me? So, you know, and I went out, I ran a bunch of errands, and I made it back home safe despite the rain, despite flooding in certain areas. So shit, I'm happy, bro. So here we are. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you? What's going on with you though?
Man, chilling, just enjoying my life, man. Like you said, being grateful. I'm just happy I woke up this morning. I saw the sun shining, and I'm like, woo.
Exactly.
Another day that God blessed me with.
Facts.
So let me go out and be great today and shit.
Exactly. For real.
So,
yes,
all right. So real quick, AJ Leno in the building. What's up? Monogamous player, solid Scorpion, 100% me. I actually like that name and shit. That's true. We got Chris in the chat. Call me Jay. June Sports. Aaron B. Joe Blast. Was good, Isaac. All right. So y'all see the title, right? The Paul 9559 from Singapore. What's up, fam? Now, throughout the years of the Real Game No Theory joint, and also us just being individuals that do our own shit, we talk about dating often. We talk about your dating life. We talk about creating a situation that you like for you, being an architect of your life, not just your dating life, but being an architect and builder of what you want.
Period.
Right? Because society ain't got shit to do with what you want. Women don't got shit to do. You're the sole controller of your life. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your personal life.
Right.
So what we're talking about today is why your dating life sucks and what you can do about it. See, we can just say why your dating life sucks, but we're always going to give you a solution.
Facts. That's
real quick. Let me bring the homie on. What's good, Jay?
What up, Jay?
What's up?
Nigga, you all right? Can you're unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. We can't hear you, fam.
I think it's whatever it is low, because I heard him, but it's just low.
You heard him? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you might want to check the volumes on your joint, fam.
Yeah. Check
real good. I said real good. Real quick. Let me just shout out some people that came up in here. The unappreciated Hooper, Awesome Babbis from Greece, Ali Khalid, Lil Greyheart, G-Dog UK from across the pond was good. Duke Lux was good. Who else we got up in this motherfucker? All right, Dr. Reggie Reg. All right, so gentlemen, before we get into this real quick, there's going to be a video I'm going to show you guys.
Okay.
Now, there's 3 minutes and something long. But we got to watch the whole thing because that's what I was going to do. Because basically you have this guy, he's very popular on the Facebook. Jeremy Holloway, I think that's his name, right? So he's responding to what this chick is saying. Now, we can do a whole video just on what she is saying, but he says some shit that needs to be discussed too, right? Because I'm like, and I saw it, I'm like, I got to discuss this whole fucking thing. All right, so SSSJ, Happy Life, No Data, Uncle Guns in the building. Okay, so before we get to the video, this is what I want to say. There's 5 points that I just want to cover real quick. And you gentlemen, feel free to chime in. Let me get my little list right here. All right, so there's 5 points, right? So when we talk about why your dating life sucks, right? I got 5 little bullet points. 1, you have a desired outcome, right? You're outcome dependent, right? You're looking for guarantees in a dating game, right? Or maybe you're concerned with the uncertainty of what you're going to get when you put yourself out there, right? So that's 1. Number 2, too time consuming. I hear guys all the time. I never hear women say it's too time consuming. I never hear women say that. Only guys. I wonder why, right? So 3, spending money, right? And to me, if you're complaining about spending money, that means you really don't want to spend the money. Because if you had no problem spending a couple of dollars, you wouldn't complain about it. But again, that goes back to number 1. you want guarantees for the money that you spend. You want an investment on your return, or you want a return on your investment rather. And it don't work like that when you're dating, right? Number 4, lack of transparency or deceit. There's a lot of that going on. But I'm gonna tell you, as men, we're the leaders. Okay? We spearhead the charge on transparency. So if you feel like women are manipulative, women are deceitful, the only way a woman can manipulate you or deceive you is if you're not being real with her and transparent with what it is you want. Okay, that's 4. 5, okay, your dating life sucks because you ain't true to yourself. You're not being honest with what you want out the dating game. Miles, how many times do you and L do videos where you ask these niggas, what do you want? And then they either say, I don't know, or say they want one thing, but then when you hear them talk, you'll realize that thing you said you want ain't what you really want.
That's not what you really
want. This other thing. You said, I want to get to know her. Okay, right. Then later on, I just want to fuck. Nigga, do you want to get to know her or do you want to fuck? Which is it?
Niggas be lying.
Yeah. So y'all want to chime in on any one of those joints before I hop on this motherfucking video?
Yeah, man. You know, outcome dependent dudes. You know, you know. I'll say this. You know, we tell guys all the time that it's a numbers game. You understand? And you know, the reason why you have to realize that it's a numbers game is because you can't become too invested emotionally or otherwise in anything, right? Because it's a level of attachment. Like these guys, once they see a particular girl, and the reason why I know this is because I've done it myself. So please, I'm not acting like I'm better than anybody. But you see that girl, and all of a sudden you can just see each other running towards you could see you running towards each other in a field in slow motion and
arms outstretched.
Arms out, yeah, you know, and you can almost smell and taste what it's like to be on a picnic with her, or you know, you want to have her meet your mom because she's so cute and she's so pretty and blah blah blah, and then all of this shit flashes in your brain in a millisecond as you walk towards her to say hello, right? And then when you go up to her and you say, hey, what's up, you know, what's your name, and she'd be like, I don't give out my name like that. That nigga's like, oh, I just been shot in the heart. All of my fantasies have been dashed to pieces. And it's a sad fucking situation for these niggas, bro. And again, I say this because I know what it feels like because I've done it. Okay? So again, I'm not saying I'm better than you niggas, but I have reached a different level of the game at this point where I don't have no fantasies about a bitch. I'm fantasizing about my money. I'm fantasizing about what I'm about to do next. Hollering at this female right now is literally just something that I'm doing on my way to the next thing. You understand? So I'm not invested like that. You understand? Now, the thing with time is that the time thing is a fallacy because the real reason why you think it takes too much time is because you let females hold you hostage. You let the idea of the female hold you hostage. A lot of niggas be like, yo, man, I ain't got time for chicks, man, because blah, blah, blah. These chicks be wanting too much of your time. How do you let them have that much of your time? Like a brother like me, I schedule everything. Do you understand? I schedule everything. Even when I'm in a relationship, like right now, like date nights are set on the calendar. You understand? And I mean, we may what's the word? You know, add a couple of days, you know, when both of us is on that, you know, damn, I kind of miss you though, you know, come through, like, or let me come through, or whatever it is. But other than that, everything else is scheduled, bro. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because she got shit she got to do. I got shit I got to do. And when it's time to take care of business and other shit, that's what we got to do. And you got to respect all of that. So I don't let no female take up my time. And if I'm on a date and I realize that a chick ain't feeling me, check, please. The date is over. I'm not afraid to end the fucking date immediately. So there's no way a woman is corralling my time and holding me hostage and putting a gun to my head. Y'all niggas talk that, oh, women take up too much of your. No, you let women take up too much of your time. You get what I'm saying? So
go ahead.
No, go ahead. You good? You got
and they need to rephrase that then.
Of course.
Because my thing is, how can I waste my time doing something I want to do?
Exactly.
I want to do what I'm doing.
And not only rephrase it, but retrain their fucking mind to understand that you are in control. That's what a lot of these niggas don't understand. They think the woman is in control because they want to fuck them so bad. So they're thinking to themselves, well, damn, I'm trying to do whatever I can to get up in these drawers because blah, blah, blah. Listen, Look, I want to get up in the drawers just as bad as anybody else. But once I see a woman ain't listening to me, she ain't on my program, the date is over and I have to move on to the next because my time is valuable to me. And I realize that you're not feeling me, so I can't waste my time with you. So and the money thing is just like the other thing. You don't have to do nothing for these females that you don't want to do. You understand? A lot of you niggas take these women on 5 Eagle steakhouse dates, hoping and praying that she's going to want to fuck you at the end of the day. First of all, do you know how full you are after a 5 Eagle steakhouse dinner, my nigga? Nobody wants to fuck after that, my nigga.
No.
So the trick is to wait till a woman deserves that, right? And then y'all fuck. You know what it is? You know what I really like to do? I like to smoke, then fuck, then go to the steakhouse dinner. Do you know how good the food
the appetite? You get the appetite.
My nigga, you know how good the food tastes when you high and fucking hungry as shit?
Oh, shit.
When you're high, hungry as shit because you just finished fucking? Yo, that food tastes like everything. Both of y'all is in the fucking steakhouse like, oh shit. It damn near sound like the sex you just had.
Yeah, all the fucking.
Because you be like, oh shit. Oh, it tastes so good. What?
Bro, you right. When you fuck after smoking a blunt and you high or however you do, bro, there is a zone. There's a whole zone and rhythm that you in.
The stroke game is on 1,000.
It's different. Yes. Stroke. And if you've never been high and then fuck right after that, it's hard to explain, but it's
bro. Especially if you like me, where you're not really, because let me tell you something. If you one of those like wake and bake type niggas where you just smoke all the time, then weed has no real effect on you. You understand what I'm saying? But if you like me, where I hardly smoke, but every once in a while, when I want that episode to be really, really good, bro, and I don't even need I don't even roll a whole blunt. I just got a little hitter. You know what I'm saying? Just a little hitter, bro. And then once I get that in me, and then we smash, and then we release all that energy. Then it's time to go to the steakhouse after. And that food be tasting so good. So the money thing, once again, y'all niggas got the wrong mindset. You're letting these women hold you hostage and rob you, basically, because you're hoping and praying for sex when that's not the way. Spend your money exactly how you want to spend it. Let her see how you spend your money, right? And then of course the honesty in general, self-honesty and honesty in general, man. You know, I want to experience Miles Cunningham's life. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to experience any other person's life. That means I can't lie, bro. That means I can't act like I'm a different nigga. I can't front. I can't lie on my dick. I can't lie on my bank account. I can't lie on nothing. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I have to even tone it down because my life is beautiful. Let me tell y'all niggas, my life is beautiful. Like, let me tell you something. When sometimes a chick asks me, so what do you do? You know what I say to her? I say exactly what I want. She goes, excuse me. And half of them, the ones that's not really fucking with me like that, a lot of them be hating on the nigga because they realize I'm an entrepreneur and they got to go to work and shit. A lot of them, they show up at the date right after work. And when I tell them that and I invite them to a bar that's downtown. And when I tell them that my house is 2 blocks away and she had to drive a half hour from her job to come see me, they mad already. They mad. They looking at me. So sometimes I even have to tone it the fuck down because my life is so dope. But the point I'm trying to make is don't lie, bro. You don't need to lie. Focus on making your life as dope as it needs to be so you can tell the truth and actually be that nigga. That's what it's all about.
Let me say this real quick. I'm going to pass it to Jay Roman. For anyone that's familiar with living downtown, especially in those trendy spots, it ain't cheap.
Nigga.
So already you're gonna have some people hating. You can afford to live down. Yes, I handle my business. Jay Roman, you got it.
Hey, I've been at it over 15 years with my nigga Lucario. Shout out to Lucario. You feel me? So don't think we've been at it for so fucking long to drive a fucking RAV4. If you understand what I'm saying.
I'm still low.
No. You good. Go ahead.
Good now.
Yeah, you straight.
Yeah, so this first made me think of when I first started really kind of dating, and I couldn't lie to myself because my budget couldn't afford to date, right? Because I'm one of those type of people that if I ask you out, I'm going to take care of it because I asked you out.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't ask a lot of people because I couldn't take care of it a lot of different times. So we had to go on some real budget dates. And then I saved that one really good date for the one I thought really deserved it, not knowing that's how it should have been in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I did that just because of where I was at budget wise. So, you know, I had to save that money because, yeah, if you are the type of person that asks a lot of people out and you go on a lot of dates, it can get pretty expensive to go out on all these different dates.
Yep.
So I realized that a long time ago, like, look, my budget can't take these dates, as many dates as I was getting. So we're going to save that and let's enjoy this beautiful, beautiful walk in this park. Let's go take this bread and feed these ducks. Let's go shopping. I need to do shopping for the week. Let's walk up and down this aisles and pretend to be a couple as we're shopping for the groceries. And I found out those who went on those dates were lasted way more longer than the ones that just wanted to go on the dates that included, you know, the dinners and all this other stuff. So, you know, being honest with yourself will always put you in a better position when it comes to dating, not only with yourself, but whoever you're with.
Right. Exactly.
Well, this is what I would say as well. And this is where game comes in, and also just being sexually appealing to women. Be that type of guy where you don't need no dates. You know what I'm saying? Where you can just holler at the chicks and get them back to the crib. Also, be the type of guy where women cut for you. So that way, hashtag, you know, her debit card works too. That way, every now and again, you know, she can take you out on a date. You know what I'm saying? If you're cool with that. Some guys ain't cool with that, but for the guys that ain't got no problem with it, you know, there's no problem with a woman breaking bread with you every now and again. So, but back to both of you guys' point. Yes, if you're the type of guy where you're going out on a date 3 or 4 times a month, you know what I'm saying, with a new chick, at least 3 or 4 times, depending on where you're taking them, it can get pricey. If you're taking a chick, like Miles was saying, to a steakhouse every time, and you spending $100, $150, $200 a pop, yeah, bro, you spend some rent money taking women out for the month. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something. But my thing is, that's called being smart, though.
Right.
And you always do dates based on what's comfortable for your pocket.
Exactly.
It's not hard to do, but we gonna get into this video, and hold on, let me bring this shit up right now.
And I'll say this too, just to add to what you said just now, because it cannot be understated. Not just what's comfortable for your pockets. Remember, we got to do things that are simple so we know if the chick is actually feeling us. You understand? Because a lot of y'all cats don't realize a bitch will hang with you all day because she's feeling the lifestyle, not because she's feeling you. So you got to know what the fuck you doing. So
Right.
so if you know, shout out to somebody like Tom Likas. Tom Likas would tell niggas no dates over $40. You understand? And that's real shit, because even if you're going out for drinks, you shouldn't be getting drunk with a bitch, because the drinks is really just for y'all to sit, keep your you know, your mouth moist. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can have a decent conversation. And that's that. We're not here to get drunk, bitch. Like, we're here to get to know each other. So, you know, certain things, it's like, it's not just about what's comfortable for your bank account. It's really about doing simple things to make sure that you actually connect with the person for real.
Well, and I would add this. Stop trying to show off and impress these women.
Right.
Just stop doing that. Now, this is what I would say. If you got money like that where you can drop $300-$400, it don't hurt you. Do you? But don't complain about the outcome. That's my only thing about dudes. I don't like when they complain about it. Okay? Well, I mean, these chicks are tripping. They're just using me for dinner. Did nobody ask you to take her to dinner and spend all that money, dog? No one asked you to do that. You did that. So let's go ahead and do this. Let me know if y'all can't hear it.
I hate how uncreative a lot of men can be when it comes to like dates. Like, because so many girls get online, I guess, and so many girls so hung up on like basic stuff like flowers and going to expensive restaurants that they try to handle all women the same. First off, I don't like flowers. I don't like flowers. Don't get me none, because they're going to die. I'm not going to take care of them. You better off getting me edible arrangements, because I can eat that. But I don't do flowers. Then as far as expensive restaurants, like, I eat at expensive restaurants on my own. I don't see that as a fun date. That's not fun for me. Like, I don't want to sit across the table from you and watch you eat and talk. I don't want to do that. More than likely, I've already been talking to you. I've talked to you enough. I don't need to sit across the table and talk some more and eat. No, thank you. Find something fun to do.
I 1000% agree.
Okay, let me stop it right there. Now, here's the thing. And I'm going to say something, and I hope I don't lose you niggas when I say this. Dating should be fun, but you shouldn't go out of your way to try and set up a fun date. Let me say that shit again.
Yes, sir. Real shit.
Dating should be fun, but you should, as a man, you should not go out of your way to try and set up a fun date. Gentlemen. Now, I want guys to understand what she was talking about, because a lot of guys are going to hear what she's talking about, and you're going to miss the point, right? And maybe she misses her own point too. The flower thing, okay? Guys think all women like flowers. That's not true, okay? But this is what guys think. As far as dinner, the dinner date, that's the customary thing to do. That's when you talk about dating traditions. That's the dating. Take a woman out to dinner. And guys, you allow society to tell you how to date. Fuck society. Society does not have your best interest in mind. They do not, right? Now, she's talking about how a dinner date ain't fun to her. Ladies, I got a news flash. This might hurt some of y'all feelings, okay? The date is not about you. It's not about you. And that's also traditional dating customs. Is the date is all about the woman. You find out what she likes, and then you take her where she likes to go. No, gentlemen, the date is about you. Let me explain. When you are a man, you have a vetting process, you have a structure in your life, you have a program. When you're meeting women for the first time, you want to ensure that that woman fits what you have going on. So what you do is you take her somewhere that you frequent. You invite her into your world. It's not about being fun to her. It's fun to you. You doing what's fun to you. Ladies, if you want a fun date, call that man up, tell him you got something you want to do, and you're going to fund it. You're going to pay for the whole thing if you want to do a fun date for you. Other than that, show your ass up to the date that man set up on time, humble yourself, and be appreciative. Y'all got it.
No, I'm with you, Zach. When she was talking, I'm just like, that dude didn't spent too much time on the phone talking to her. Then, she said, I've been talking to you. Because if you don't appreciate us sitting across the table and appreciate the time I'm giving to you, then, you ain't for me, because it really ain't about where we're at. It's the fact that we're actually spending some quality time with each other, because, we got stuff to do. Our life is busy enough that this is the time I set aside. Now, my thing is, I don't care where I take you. Be appreciative that I'm taking you there. I don't care what we're doing. We could be riding bikes, a tandem bike ride, or whatever. Be appreciative we're spending this time together.
It's time. Yes.
Okay, so that's the first thought when she's I don't. And in reality, there is not one place I don't think many ladies have not gone to, right, off of these dates that these guys take them on. So to me, it's a downslope. You're trying to, there's a new Benihana's that opened up. Have you been there? She could tell you no, but yeah, she went there last week. She went there last week with somebody else. There's a new restaurant that opened up. She already been plans with it, either her and her girlfriends with, or some date took her there. So there's nothing to me that I'm going to show you this whole new world. The only new world I'm showing you is my world. My new world is what I'm showing you. You're spending the time with me. And I think that's where people, like you said, Zach, trying to get them to appreciate and overdo it on these dates to impress them, like, I'm going to show you something, when really they've been there. They've been there already. Name one top restaurant in your city and randomly ask a chick if she's been there, and she'll probably tell you she has.
Right.
In a lot of cases they have. So, but I think she said something about being creative. Okay, gentlemen. should be killing me. Again, and this is what I would say to any guy, right? Because I've asked guys like that I do coaching with. I've asked them, what are your hobbies? What are your interests? What are you into? And a lot of them don't have a lot to say. I don't know. I really don't. I just work out and come home, and I really don't do too much of anything. So a lot of these guys, they can't even find something to do creative for themselves. Okay. So because they live uneventful lives. They really don't have lives where they actually go out and really enjoy themselves. Right. So of course you don't have a spot to take a chick to because you don't go to a spot to enjoy yourself. See, and Miles said this earlier, right? When you at a spot, choose a spot that you frequent that you like. That way, if the date got to end abruptly for whatever reason, or the young lady never shows up, you exactly where you want to be. The reason why a lot of guys get mad and you feel some type of way when a woman flakes and you feel like your evening is ruined is because you went to a spot that you picked for her.
Right.
Okay. And because she ain't there, the date is ruined. Your night is done because you made her the focal point of your date or your evening. No, make yourself the focal point. That's why you pick what you're into. Like, even for all you guys, if you're into art or any type of history and you like museums, take a woman to a museum that you've been to and you can tell her about the fucking pieces you seeing. Exactly. Or the artwork you seeing, the Georgia O'Keeffe or all the different types of shit you like. I like art. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like I know I'm knowledgeable, like I'm too knowledgeable, but I know enough to fucking speak on some shit. So if I take a woman to a museum, I'm gonna take her to museums I've been to where I thoroughly enjoyed what I was looking at, and I can explain it to her if she don't know. So now she's looking at me like, I'm kind of surprised. He don't look like the guy that would be into something like this, but he's knowledgeable. So again, what am I doing? I'm introducing her to me. I'm bringing her into my world. And here's the thing about my world. If we're compatible and she's feeling me, she's going to like my world. Okay? If we're not compatible and she ain't feeling me, she don't give a fuck about my world. So what that tells me is this was never going to work anyway, regardless of the type of date that we did.
Mm-hmm. No, I just enjoy those moments when I was dating and a lady would say, "Hey, have you gone here before? Have you did this?" And I'm like, "Nah, I ain't really done it." She's like, "Oh, I got to take you there. Oh, I got to show you that. Oh, I got to." Like, "Oh, okay, well, shoot, yeah, take me to this museum or take me over there." Yeah, I'll be like, "Nah, that ain't my normal thing. I usually don't be walking around looking at pictures and stuff." "Oh, I gotta take you there." "Oh, okay, I'll go. Let's let me show me then. Show me what's making this so impressive." And I think that that goes with communication and just talking and relaxing. One thing I thought about when you talk about these dates, when these guys take these girls on these super dates, right? And we've seen many videos. I done took you over here and here and here, and you won't give me none, and you won't do this. You ain't show no appreciation. You ain't do none of that. And I said it must be kind of rough to be sitting there with a tally, right? So every time you take her somewhere, you're looking at her. Okay, did she thank me enough times that I felt appreciated? That she thanked me enough? Did she do this? Did when I gave her the flowers, did she look at like they're always so judgmental on showing the appreciation because you're trying to ball out to impress her instead of enjoy the moment and what the date is really for. Just two people getting together, just enjoying their time with each other.
Right.
Let me address something right quick. Ali, that may be true, but it's all an interpretation. People interpret things differently. So you might see a piece of art and it may strike you because you feel it on a different level. Somebody else might see the same piece of art and visually they like the way it looks, but it has no deeper meaning to them outside of them liking the way that it looks. So it's all perception. It's not perception. It's all just how you interpret shit. So I do agree that art does have the person that painted it. They didn't paint it just to paint it. It meant something to them. So I do agree. Yeah, the calling number is working. We're gonna continue this shit though.
And there are going to be men that are mad because she don't appreciate nothing. No, you don't understand women, and that's the reason why you're mad at this what she's saying. if you sit there and try to get to know her first and not treat her like any and every other woman, because you think, oh, she's a woman, automatically get her flowers.
Okay. Let me stop right there. I don't like where he's going with it. Okay. And where he's going with it, and when he finishes, you're going to hear him finish it out. He's saying get to know her for the purpose of seeing what she likes, so you can offer the appropriate date. That's what he's talking about.
Right.
Fuck all that. Okay. My thing is this, gentlemen, and this is where guys mess up. Stop treating women differently. Okay. You be consistent. So to me, if you treat women differently and they haven't earned that, that means there's inconsistencies in your character. Right? When you first meet women, if 5 women who don't know each other ran into each other and they were talking about you, they should have very similar stories, because that's how consistent you are.
Exactly. Are you ready to take the call?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we got 512. You on live with the Manhood is the Skill Set Show. Name, age, city. What's going on? 512. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up? This is AR on the chat. I'm from Texas. I'm from Austin, calling. 31.
Right. That's what's up. All right, what's going on?
So, what y'all saying about the restaurant, man, that shit, like the last few chicks I messed with, right? They're like real, like city girls, and like, what I'm saying? Like, go to all the restaurants, go to all the fucking openings, their restaurant opens up, they go to all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that, like, they're jaded by that shit. So with me, like, outside of work, I paint, I sculpt, and I work on cars. And those are our dates. Okay. Like, you coming over to my house or my studio and you watching me work on my car.
Right.
Like, you're watching me paint, you're watching me sculpt something, and that's our date. Because I noticed that, like what y'all said, like, take her, look for a restaurant that she doesn't go to, right? Or she's never frequent. But, the chicks that I be running into just love all that shit. So they know all the new restaurants, they know the fucking chefs, they know the fucking, at the museum, the new gallery that opens, they know the fucking gallery director. So, like, I feel like that shit, I don't know, it don't work for me. So I just keep them at home. My date is at my house, my garage, or my studio.
That's what's up.
I love it. Carl. Let me
only
say
thing
this.
I would add to it, though. There's only one thing I would add to it. And, don't avoid restaurants because you think they've been there before, because the difference between them going with somebody else is you.
Yeah,
exactly. So they could go to the same restaurant they went with somebody else, but go with you, and they have a great time because it's you. You're the difference. So
it's the
I'm not saying avoid the restaurants. I'm just saying don't be going there trying to impress them because they've probably been there before.
Yeah. So let me say this. Let me say this, caller, because some people are going to listen to this and they're going to think to themselves, but wouldn't they be bored with that? Who cares? Look, gentlemen, you're a grown man. She's a grown woman. It's not your job to make sure her dating life is fun. It's her job to make sure her dating life is fun. Just like it's your job to make sure your dating life is fun. And I'm going to say this little quote, and I'm going to pass it back to y'all. They don't know you and they don't owe you. When y'all are dating for the first time, y'all need to listen to this too. They don't know you and they don't owe you. Nobody owes you nothing.
Right.
Period. So when you go out on a date, whatever that date is, the whole purpose of that one little date, the first date, is to see if you guys have some type of connection.
That's
some
it.
type of compatibility, and if you would like to see each other going forward. If the type of date that man chose interferes with your desire to want to see him going forward, she ain't the one.
That's it. It ain't nothing.
Yeah,
it ain't
and if
nothing
she's
more
bored,
than that.
she won't come back.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly. But see, I want to say this, right? Where guys don't understand that, number one, they assume too much. Because they listen to everybody else. They listen to these fucking podcasts. I keep telling y'all niggas, stop listening to what a woman says when the camera's put on her. Stop it. It doesn't mean anything. What these women say, even this fucking video right here, don't mean shit. I don't give a fuck what this woman is saying in this video. I mean, I know we're dissecting it and so on for the show, but ultimately, I don't give a fuck what this female is saying, because when she comes to me, I'm going to tell her what the plan for the evening is, regardless of what she thinks or says, period. Right? So that's that. Second thing is, The whole point of a date is to give a woman a snapshot of what it's going to be like to be with you.
Damn. It's that simple.
You're giving her a taste of what it's going to be like to be with you. So, homie, you making a woman come to your studio to watch you work on your shit. That's a beautiful fucking thing. And that's exactly what it should be, because you going to be about you, whether she wants to get with you or not. The only difference is the next time, if you want to get with me, the next time I might let you pick out my paints for me. The next time I might let you wash my fucking paintbrush. And if you do a good job, we might could go get something to eat after this, because after I finish doing my art, sometimes I'll be hungry. And so you could roll with me to the fucking spot to get something to eat. But we got to, like, the guys, and the whole thing all comes back to guys not thinking enough of themselves. Because most niggas is like, man, she ain't gonna go for that. I don't give a fuck. You understand? And you saying she ain't gonna go for that is you assuming too much. Because let me tell you something, guys. This is why a lot of guys complain about the asshole getting all the women and blah, blah, blah. When a woman likes you, it doesn't fucking matter. This is why women can be in abusive relationships and stay. Why? Because they like the guy. I mean, imagine their whole family has to have an intervention with the woman. Like, listen, sweetheart, he's beating your ass. One day he might kill you. You're going to have to leave. And she's still there like, yeah, but I love him. So if a woman could stay in a relationship where she's literally coming this close to getting fucking deleted, and you worried, man, she ain't gonna want to check out this anime store with me. She ain't gonna want to look at my comic book collection. She ain't gonna want to fuck with me because I like doing movies. She ain't gonna want to go to the park with me because I like feeding the ducks at this lake. Women ain't gonna go for that, bro. Stop it. The woman, if she likes you, the woman is gonna go for what you say, because it's the reason why she likes it is because you said it, and it really doesn't matter what you say. This is why, as soon as you realize that a bitch ain't feeling you, cut it off right now. Don't waste no time, because when women are feeling you, bro, it's ridiculous. Like the night and day difference between when a woman is feeling you, my nigga. Like, it's like, bro, after you've experienced a woman really fucking with you for you never want to deal with any other type of situation ever again.
Bro, Miles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Check this out.
I got a homie who's like a fucking nerd, right? Loves rocks and plants. His fucking, like, that's his job, right? When he takes chicks out on a date, they literally just go walk a field, and he'll talk about, oh, this is this type of grass, this is this type of, brush, this type of rock.
Right.
Like, that's it. There's no fucking wine. There's no, like, I'm gonna pick you up and blah. Literally walking down a fucking field looking at rocks.
I love hearing shit like this, where dudes are out here literally doing them.
Right.
And they just invite the woman along. I love that type of shit.
Yeah.
So,
that's
real quick,
all I was gonna say, y'all. I appreciate y'all's time, and I appreciate y'all's effort into all this, man. I really appreciate.
All right, no problem.
All right, bro. Thanks for the call, brother. Take it easy. All right.
Absolutely. You too.
So we good on calls. My fucking shit keep dimming.
We good on calls for now. Yeah, you.
I got a buddy.
Yeah,
who works out all the time. Works out.
Yeah.
Every time he meets a chick, next thing you know, she'll call one day and be like, "Oh, I'm heading to the gym. Oh, I'm doing this." She'll start working out like it was just the thing she was gonna do next week. But we and him always crack up. He's like, "Yeah, she called me talking about she going to the gym," and that's because that's what he's into, what he likes to do, what he does all the time. And all of a sudden, it influences her to do the same thing. It influences her to start taking care of her body. It influences her to start to, look a certain way.
Go ahead. When a woman is feeling you, you literally rub off on her. Like, literally. I remember one time there was a chick who called me up and she wanted to see me. And I said, well, right now I got some errands I got to run. And she was like, do you mind if I come along? So literally, we drive around. I'm going to the dry cleaners. I'm going to the post office. I'm doing some other shit. And she's literally having a time of her life. She's like, I'm so glad you let me come with you. Because in her mind, she is like, I get to be around him and see what he does on a day-to-day, what his routine is like. She said, I feel closer to you now, right? Just as simple as that. We're just riding around, running errands. She's right when I'm running my errands. Okay,
Right.
I didn't buy her nothing to eat, nothing to drink. I didn't spend no money on her, not at all. But when a woman is really feeling you, you'll be surprised how something is so simple or so small means the world to them. If you hear women say, what do women say? It's the small things. It's the small things.
Zach, I had to stop doing that. I had to stop doing that, man, because that's real intimate to him.
Yo,
you know, I had to stop really doing it because that used to be my MO. Like, I'll call you up. Hey, I didn't have a car at the time, so I'd be like, "Hey, run me around. Let me take care of my bills and spend some time." And you know, they started really, really enjoying it, like to the point that they would call me and be like, "Hey, ain't you got to run your bills around and do this?" And they just like having that time, and it started putting it in positions where they felt a certain way about our relationship where we were at. So I had to slow that down. Like, hold on,
you got to
hold on, taxi, hold on.
You know why, J. Roman? Because that is considered that's considered giving a woman non-sexual attention. So you got to be careful how much of that type of time you give her.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
So we're good on calls, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so let's continue because I want to address what this nigga say next.
Instead of trying to figure out, do she like flowers? What kind of flowers do she like?
So
I'm gonna give you an example how you figure that out and surprise her with it. And you on the phone with her. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to get my mom some flowers, but I don't know what kind of flowers to get her.
Okay, if she can tell you, let me stop right there. Let me tell all you dudes listening with all this cloak and dagger shit. Okay, let me ask her this bullshit ass question so I can find out the answer to another question. Stop. And if you're talking to a woman you just met about trying to buy your mom flowers, first of all, any woman that got any intelligence, nigga, how long you been knowing your mother, nigga? For 20, 30, 40 years? You don't know what kind of flowers she like? That's a dumbass thing to do. Like, you sound like a clown. Let me try to undercut and sneakily find a way to know what she likes so I can do it for her. You goofy. No. Y'all got something y'all want to say on it before I go ahead and
Nah, you good. Nah, this nigga's on some pandering shit, but you good. Go ahead.
Goofy ass nigga.
You know, try to get her like some that beautiful flowers. Okay, get her some these type of roses or these type of. Okay, now you understand that she likes flowers. She knows about flowers, and she's telling you what she likes. Now, when you want to get her flowers, bam, you can surprise her with those type of flowers. It's that easy. Versus just getting her flowers just because she's a woman, or taking her on a date to get something to eat just because she's a woman. Another thing, a lot of y'all, your dates, guys, y'all dates are so boring because you are under the impression that you're getting to know this woman. And I tell people, dating is not to get to know nobody. Every time I ask people, why do you date? To get to know somebody. And that's the reason why when y'all get together, y'all say y'all love each other. Y'all, for some reason, y'all stop dating. You don't date as much because your purpose in going out was to get to know them. Once you think you know them, guess what? The dates stop. But if you date somebody to have fun,
okay, now stop right there. That's the only thing I agree with him on. Date for fun. Never set up a date for it to be fun. And I've been telling you dudes, a lot of people, when you hear people say, "Oh, I date with a purpose," or I'm dating because I'm looking for my next relationship, or I'm dating because I'm looking for my husband or my wife. The thing, when people say that, rest assured, they are going out on dates with a checklist. A husband checklist, a wife checklist. So you're putting pressure on yourself, right? When you date that way. So when I say date for fun, you date just to enjoy the other person's company, as long as it's enjoyable to you. But you date just to have fun. You don't take it too seriously. Now, if you're compatible with the individual and you guys desire to see each other more and more and more, then eventually as time passes on, all that shit that you desire to know about that person, you're gonna get to know over time. It's inevitable. But also, if you feel like this person is someone I might want to kick it to on a serious tip, you're gonna find that out over an extended period of time. People be trying to find their husband and wife on the first date. No, you ain't husband and wife material. Just enjoy yourself. Why are you taking it so fucking seriously? This is the real reason why a lot of women and a lot of men are just lonely as fuck, complain about the dating landscape all the time, is because you take it too seriously. Just enjoy yourself. We got one life to live, and motherfuckers got a checklist at the dinner table and shit. Like, if you fit the boxes, y'all got it, man.
See, I'll say this though. I'll say I get what he's trying to say, but I think that's for a particular type of man. And the reason why I say that is because most men are not consistent. All right?
Facts.
Most men are not consistent. Most men, the only reason why you going out on dates is to get yourself a quote unquote girlfriend or to get yourself access to sex. When you actually get access to sex, you stop going out, which is why we tell you, you should design your life a certain way where you take yourself to do things. Right? I mean, you know, shout out to what Jay Roman, you know, brought to the conversation when he was talking about the dude that works out all the time. Right? Bro, right. If that's your deal, if that is your deal, then that's your fucking deal. But once you start fucking a woman, don't stop taking her to the gym and working out with her. Continue to work out with her if that's what y'all did in the beginning. And this is why we tell you guys to be honest. Be honest in thoughts, words, and action. Be consistent in thoughts, words, and action. So if when y'all first got together, you know, you realize that you like axe throwing, or you like going to the range and shooting guns and shit. Listen. Set up date night once a month. Hey, y'all going to the range, because I love making sure that my aim is on point, and my woman, her aim gotta be on fucking point too, because that's the culture of your relationship. What's culture? Culture is based on consistent practices in a given group of people, right? So that's the culture of your relationship. So she looks forward. Hey, once a month, me and my man, we go to the range. You know, I keep my aim impeccable. You understand? And I love the way he, you know, when I straddle and I got the pistol in between, he get around me. He put his arm around me and show me how to look through the sights. And, you know, I like how he be caressing my hips and blah, 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 blah. That's what it is. But the problem with so many men is you're lying to yourself from the beginning. So that quote unquote date is a whole fucking sham. The whole thing was a sham, because you never go to that bar. You've never been downtown. You never go out. You never get dressed and look nice. You hardly ever put on cologne, dirty nigga. So then when you finally start fucking her, there you go, sitting on the couch, doing some other shit that you never really did with her. And now she's looking at you like a bump on the log, and she's realizing how you lied from the very fucking beginning. No, bro. When me and my woman go out, it's because that's what I would have been doing anyway. You know how many steak dinners I done had by myself? You think me bringing a woman on a steak dinner is a difference? Bro, niggas don't understand. Like when I cook, you see, a lot of niggas might look at me because I'll tell you, I cook for my woman, right? But a lot of niggas,
nothing wrong with that.
A lot of niggas will be like, Miles, you out here simping, nigga. Do you know the delicious meals that I make for myself on a regular fucking basis? Let me tell you how I caught my girl right now. Let me tell you how I caught her. The first date, I showed her my grill full of fucking jerk chicken. That's how I reeled her in. She was like, yo, when I saw that jerk chicken, I knew that there was something about you that I had to explore further. That's what she told me, straight up and down.
That intrigue.
Because she was like, this nigga know how to cook for real. Because my jerk chicken on the grill, bro, that shit look like them niggas, you know, them niggas in Jamaica on the side of the street, and like where you got to stop on the side of the street and get them niggas with the jerk chicken shit. That's not because my pops taught me how to do that shit. OG shit. You understand?
All right.
So when I say I cook for my woman, understand it. I don't cook to get her. I don't cook to get her. I cook because that's what I always have done for myself. I come from a family of great cooks. My mom is a great cook. Pops is a great cook. Now, me and my sister, great fucking cooks. It's what we do. You understand what I'm saying? So don't think I'm over here simping. No, I'm living my life. Now, when the woman realizes, damn, this nigga, he really about the shit that he about. And on top of that, I could get some good dick. And on top of that, go over and get a nice meal. Shit, I gotta fuck with this nigga. And that's how it goes. So, but the problem with most dudes is that they were lying from the beginning. So that inconsistency comes up mad early. That's why the fuck you think half of y'all relationships be 636. Hold on 1 second. Why the fuck y'all think a lot of y'all relationships, quote unquote, fizzle out after the first couple of months? Because them first 3 weeks, you were lying.
Well, you know what it is, Miles? Real quick before you get to the call.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys, to Miles' point, because what I'm about to say is kind of regurgitating. I'm just going to word it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
A lot of you dudes, you do things that are not sustainable.
Facts.
Right? Because all you got to do is do you. Okay? How hard is it to be you?
Exactly.
So if you take women out to places you frequent, you're always going to do that. So you're not fronting and you're not putting up something that you can't sustain.
Exactly.
But when you take women out to places you personally never been and you're only doing it for the woman, what happens is as you get into the relationship and y'all get used to each other and the dust kind of settle, you slow down doing it because you feel like I got her now. I got her. I ain't got to do this shit no more. I had an ex real quick. I had an ex tell me one time she was in a relationship with a guy. And that's exactly what he said to her. Once they got into the relationship, she asked him, what happened to this, and this? Right. He said, man, I only do that shit to God. I only do that shit to get you. I got you. I'm cool. I ain't doing that shit no more. Like, I do literally told her that shit.
Yo.
She stayed with the nigga, though. So she was kind of dumb.
But that's where the bigger picture, was at. And I never forget, just real quick, caller, I know you're there, but I never forget, I was sitting in my garage with a group of friends and we had an OG in there. And he used to call, the simp sucker ass monkey motherfuckers, right? and we was having a conversation about females, and he said, whatever you do consistently, that's the most important priority in your life, they're going to try to defeat so they can know their place when it comes to you in your life. So if you go to the gym all the time, that's the most prioritized thing you do. They're going to try to get you to break that or join that. To decide their priority. Now, the problem is if you built your life on nothing but dating and trying to impress them, you have nothing sustainable after that.
Exactly.
So what are they? You're easily broken, right? So you got Miles. I'm focused on this. I'm focused on that. I'm focused on that. I need to see, she needs to see where her priority is at, right? What number on that list am I at? What number can I get him to not go to the gym today? Am I more important than the gym today? When she finds out no, and he says, hey, I know I had this, but I got to go to the gym first before we meet up. Well, you can't miss the gym.
No, bitch.
You can't just come see me. No, I got to go to the gym.
Yep.
Right. I got to go to the gym. Now you go to the gym, she realizes, I'm not priority number 1, but maybe 3, but maybe 4, whatever. But it's still something that you're not totally in that grasp yet. And they will continue because their priority is made whatever more important you put in front of them.
Facts.
The thing is, not a lot of guys got anything more important in front of them.
Exactly.
All of it was built for them.
We got a call, right?
Yeah, so 636 to 636. You're on live on a Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, city, 636. And thanks for holding.
It's Mike, 39, St. Louis, Missouri.
All right, Mike, what's going on, man? What's on your mind?
So, question, I want to know whenever it comes to dating in 2023 and STDs, such as, when do you want to bring up getting tested or having that talk whenever you're going into dating?
Okay, Miles, I'm gonna let you go first. I'll go right after you.
No, I just want to clarify. You said, when do you want to bring it up?
Yeah, like if you're going out on a date, and you guys went out and the dates went well, you're going to start seeing each other again. When would you want to start talking about, potential STDs?
Well, me
personally, I've been talking about it from the very beginning because I always tell them how clean I am. Like I always talk about how clean I am. I'm a very neat freak type person. Just a different type of cleaning stuff I do around the house, and subconsciously it's letting them know that, I'm a type of person that takes my health very seriously. And so I don't shy away from asking any sort of questions about that. I feel like, we're 2 grown adults. So if we've been talking about sex, then I'm definitely going to be talking about STDs.
Right. Yeah. With me, as far as the STD stuff, it doesn't really come up too much unless she starts to talk about me eating her out. Because that's really what it is. You know, I'm like I get a test at least once a quarter, but and so, you know, especially if I just got tested, and if she's asking me for it, that's, you know, I could always present papers. I could always present recent papers, but I don't really necessarily bring it up until she starts to talk about me eating her out, and because I don't really put my mouth on a woman like on the initial sex. You know, when we first start having sex, I don't do that. So usually that's how, for me, that's how the conversations end up coming up, where the woman's like, so when you gonna do it? When you gonna return the favor and all that type of shit? And I'll be like, when I get some paperwork, you understand? And then as soon as I say that, as soon as she brings it up, like more than likely my next text conversation is gonna be me sending her my most recent test. So then she'll know I'm dead serious and she gotta go get her test. But that's how I do it. But
okay, so let me say this. So there's been times where I was just casually dealing with a woman and I brought up STDs. And there was one particular time where a woman was honest and she told me she had some type of shit that you couldn't cure. And I'm like, well, all right, well, thank you for telling me, you know, but needless to say, nothing happened with me and her. But the point is, there's been times where I brought it up. Me personally, on the occasion where I brought it up, when we were just prior to us first fucking, sex, if you're talking to a woman that's not sexually attracted to you, what difference do it make? You know what I'm saying? The only time it really makes sense to bring it up is when both of you mutually want to go that route sexually, right? Yeah. That's one. Second, I'm with Miles. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to eating chicks out, I don't just do that right way. I don't just put my mouth on every chick. Number one, I'm gifted. I'm very gifted at that. So I just can't get that. I just can't get this platinum tongue to any chick. You know what I'm saying? That's one. That's one. You know what I'm saying? But because chicks like the fool when you do that. No, that's a whole different type of orgasm. Anyway, I don't want to get too far off the beaten path. But my point is this, right? So I don't like just putting my mouth, especially like when you very first have sex, right? Because this is what I would ask guys. I would ask guys this simple question, and Carla, I'll pass it back to you. I want guys to think about this. Typically, when you wear a condom, it's for two reasons: to avoid STDs and to avoid any type of pregnancy. Exactly. So if you're strapping on a condom and one of the thoughts you have is, I got to make sure I don't catch nothing, and then you proceed to put your tongue on her right after that, what kind of sense does that make? Exactly. I'm going to protect my dick, but not my mouth. Right. I'm just saying. But y'all got it.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, you know, because in St. Louis, you know, we're one of the higher rated cities with people that have STDs. I think it's 1 out of 5 women have genital herpes.
Oh my God.
And condoms, you know, they do protect certain parts, but you can still get STDs even with wearing a condom, you know, because it's skin to skin.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have anything. I was curious how you could mention it and bring it up. Say you're on a second date and you're back at the house, and now you don't want to ruin this sexual tension. Well,
no. Can't worry about that.
See, here's the thing. That's the thing. You gotta be you gotta have a. You can't be afraid to have the conversation if it's an issue like that. Like if it's an issue on your, this is what I mean when I talk about being honest. Be honest in your words, thoughts, and actions. You understand? Mm-hmm. If it's actually an issue for you, or if you know these statistics for your city and all that type of shit, then bro, make sure. And here's always a good thing too. Make sure you have recent paperwork. So when you bring it up, there's no, well, where's your paperwork? Bitch, it's right here. I got you, bitch. It's right here. You get what I'm saying? So be if it's a thing for you, and I know I'm a little bit reckless, because even letting a woman suck your dick is still sort of reckless. I mean, it's still more reckless for you to put your mouth on her, but it's still sort of reckless for her to put her mouth on you, depending on what's going on with her mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Depending on what kind of STD she really got like that. However, again, that's for me personally, that's a risk that I'm willing to take. However, I will not take the risk of fucking her raw and putting my mouth on her. You understand? Because there's way more possibility. There's way more risk for me to do that than the other way around. You get what I'm saying? Because chances are, if she's sucking my dick, I'm already kissing her. You understand what I'm saying? So we've already passed the point of of risk, so to speak. But for me to actually put my mouth on her or fuck her raw, then now we're getting into like some deeper territory that, you know, and no pun intended, but that it's not gonna fucking happen until she give me some paperwork.
See, I don't like the risk of none of it.
Yeah,
I don't like the risk of none of it. So for me, you know, like, you know, 3 different people, 3 different styles, 3 different ways they bring it up.
Right.
I go on the maturity level. If you're not mature enough to have this conversation, then we can't be together.
Facts.
Because if something is this serious on my mind and you're playing around with it, then that lets me know that, hey, we're not on the same page. So I'm not going to kill the vibe in the first date, second date, but as soon as we're talking about sex and things like that, you already heard that my place is spotless, my dishes is in it where they need to go, you know, all these different cleanly things I've done. So now when it comes to sex, why would I not be just as clean as it is as compared to my house and the rest of the things I do in my life?
Yeah.
So here we go talking about this subject. I would like the same mature person that I've been dealing with this whole time to continue on.
Right.
And I came up in the era of the AIDS commercial running every day, like the AIDS commercial, after school specials, and look at this girl, you don't know, she got AIDS too. Like, so, you know, that affected me. I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting there like, oh yeah, she's bad, she banging, she has AIDS. So, you know, it was just kind of like, all right, like this is something I seriously got to think about. And so, you know, yeah, I have copies of people test and things we've done together. I went to the clinic together and I got tested. She got tested. We came up with our paperwork. Boom, let's go. Now, once that's done, and you know, I'm only strapping on for babies, you know, but after that, you know.
Well, let me say this, Colin. Let me say this. Is for people who are in long-term relationships, it's not common. I know it happens, but it's not common for them to get tested on a regular basis if they believe that they are in a sexual exclusive monogamy-oriented relationship.
Right.
This is what I would say to you, though, caller. If you're casually dating and you're dealing with women and you ask about a test, or if you ask them when was the last time they got tested, and they either say, I don't remember, or it's been years, that's a red flag.
Right.
That's a red flag.
Well, what I had happen was a few months ago, a girl went and got tested and she showed me papers, but that STD test did not have HSV2 genital herpes on the test panel.
I tell them what, again, when I show them my shit, I tell them what to make sure they have on there. Yo, one time I had a chick, bro. She tried to play games, bro. She tried to play games. She sent me back a fucking panel with everything else. And I said, pardon me. I said, did you notice that on my paperwork, I had HSV 1 and 2? I said, where's the HSVC on yours? And she was like, I spoke to my physician and they just didn't include that as a part of the thing. And I said, all right, cool. I'll wait. Then another couple of days passed and I was like, yo, what's up? I'm trying to see you. You know, what's good with the HSVC or the HSV thing? Blah, 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 blah. And she was like, I'm just going to be honest with you. So I have HSVC 1 and 2, but it's just that, I haven't had a breakout in so long. So, blah, blah. I said, all right. It's been nice knowing you. Peace. And she didn't like that very much. You understand? But I don't play those type of games, bro. I don't play those fucking type of games. And there was another situation too where I had a chick. We was hot and heavy on that first date, man. You understand? And then she was like, "Oh, not tonight." And I said, "Well, since we gotta wait so long, we might as well get some paperwork done. So when we do get it on, we can be free and clear." You understand? And she was like, "Yeah, I totally agree." But then you know what happened? She went out of her way to call me one day. And then I answered the phone and I was like, I said, yeah, is something the matter? And she was like, no, I was just calling you to check up on you and see how you doing. I said, well, since you're calling me, how's that? Did you get the HSV? Did you get the STD panel done? And she was like, wow, you just that's all you want to know about? And I said, well, that's the business we discussed. Until we get that done, what else is there for us to talk about? And she was like, well, damn, I can't call you. We can't just talk. I said, there's nothing to talk about until She was like, I don't like this. Goodbye. And that was it. You understand what I'm saying? So,
bro, so huge red flag. Bitch, you got something.
I missed the fucking missile with that one. You feel me?
See, he didn't say a bullet. He said a missile.
You damn right.
Some guy was like, man, I knew I shouldn't have mentioned it. I knew I shouldn't mention that.
Bro, you're better off being honest, bro, because these chicks will expose themselves and then you'll know whether or not you missed a bullet. Because let me tell you something. If a woman wants to truly enjoy you, she'll be so forthcoming with that information. And she'll want to get tested because she's going to want to deep throat your shit too and feel good about it. She's going to want to fucking, lick under your taint and all that crazy shit and feel good about it. She wants to do all that nasty shit too.
And my thing is, we all understand it because we're all mature individuals.
Right.
So, you don't have to be judgmental when saying it.
Mm-hmm.
I think, one lady, she let me know she had some things because I was just non-judgmental. I was like, hey, I know we want to have a little fun and things like that. And, but like I said, I'm clean with my life. I need to know you're clean. And then she came out and told me like, yeah, I have this and this. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's a lot for me to think about, like that's a lot for me to think about. And that date never went any further. Like we didn't do anything else.
Right,
but it was just the fact that I think she really understood that I'm not the type of person that's going to come back and blast her about it. I'm not going to put her down about it.
Right.
It's something that she got to deal with. It ain't nothing I got to deal with. And that was it. We just don't match in those ways.
Yep.
Yeah. But real quick, caller, you cannot, and this is for gentlemen and even women listening, because I've dealt with women that they put the light on my shit. They had the joint, flipping it around, looking underneath the nutsack, just making sure. You know what I'm saying? Don't nothing look odd about this. Let me check this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me explain something to you, caller. I remember one time, because I'm a oil. I check the oil, meaning I finger pop. You understand?
Oh yeah.
And I remember I was finger popping, and I felt a little nub, and I was like, "Excuse me, what's that?" And she was like, "You just straightforward, huh?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "What? Tell me what that is." And she was like, "That's a something she was born with. It's always been there." I was like, "You sure?" She was like, "Yeah, it's always been there." I was like, "All right." And she was like, "Damn, you just straightforward with it, ain't you?" I said, "You damn right." And we still ended up smashing. But again, when a woman wants you, it's not much that's going to stop things from going down, bro. You just got to be honest with them, bro.
Mm-hmm. Regardless, even if the sex don't happen or they get mad, look, my sexual health is at stake. You know what I'm saying? I can't just, and then with the chick, like you said, Miles, she's trying to hide shit from you. Now I'm looking at you like I just can't trust you with nothing. You a dirty motherfucker.
You a dirty bitch.
Because you trying to, number one, if I wouldn't have said nothing, you would have just let me stick my tongue all in, huh? Right. You nasty motherfucker, you. Yeah.
And here's the thing, you're not a dirty bitch because you're dirty. You're a dirty bitch because you lied.
Exactly.
Okay, but so me calling you a dirty bitch is not shaming you for having an STD. Me calling you a dirty bitch is shaming you because you're dirty, meaning you're underhanded. You're lying about your situation. But caller, does that help any?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. So look, it all goes back to the same thing, man. If a woman is really feeling you shouldn't have any qualms about being honest and really addressing the issues that you want. Like I said, I just personally think it helps if you, like I said, as men, we're leaders, right? So if you have recent paperwork to at least divulge, it puts you in a better position where it's like it's not like you're just coming at her like, yo, you better show me paperwork. It's like, no, I got paperwork too. You see what I'm saying?
And your ex clean paperwork and your clean paperwork.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks a lot.
All right, bro.
No problem.
Usually for me, they want me to take that condom off. It's condom off.
Right.
It's a lot of chicks out here that like it raw.
They do like it raw.
Get this thing off.
A lot of them. And it's like, So when they ask you to take it off, you're looking at them like, I just met your ass like 2 weeks ago. So how many other niggas did you meet 2 weeks ago when you took it off and they actually took it off?
In fact, just email. Put my email down when you go to the doctor. Add this email to the list.
Matter of fact, have your doctor call me.
Just add the email to the list.
Oh, shit.
Yo.
Oh, man, so we good on calls, man.
Yeah, we good on calls.
All right, so real quick, gentlemen, the calling line. Here we go.
All right, so we got 732. You're on Manhood is a Skill Set. Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, city. What's going on with you? 732. Go ahead.
Hey man, what's going on, Miles? What's going on, Roman? What's going on, K-Zag? Man, I got a little question I wanted to ask you guys. Get your opinion on.
Yeah, name, age, city though.
Oh, this is Prince calling in from Jersey.
Okay, all right. How old are you?
21.
All right, go ahead, brother.
All right, man. So I'm gonna see how fast I can get to the question. And I'm gonna give you a little backstory. So I got this one chick I'm talking to. She lived right down the street, and we work together, right? And we like each other. We talking whatever. But the thing is that she don't use condoms because she's allergic to it. You know what I'm saying? Anytime she uses condoms, she breaks out.
I'm gonna stop you right there. A lot of women, when they are allergic to condoms, they are allergic to latex because there's a certain type of powder.
Yeah, latex. Yeah.
So you can get lambskin condoms. You can there's other type of condoms you can get that she's not allergic to. But if she refused to even test any of those out to see if they work, that means she just don't like condoms. She just like raw dick. Mm-hmm. Understand the difference.
Yeah, you
might. But hold on, real quick. Caller. Hold on, real quick. The fact that I'm gonna tell you something about this girl. I'm gonna tell you the red flag about her. I'm gonna tell you she don't care about her sexual health. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if she did, she would have went to a doctor. Because in order to be allergic to condoms, you would have to go to a doctor and they would tell you that you are. You could be allergic without going to a doctor, but in order to be diagnosed with, this is why you are allergic. This is the reason, the latex. She would have to have went to a doctor. So a doctor would have told her, you can use these type of condoms. Mm-hmm. If she went to a doctor, they would have gave her alternatives. It's a red flag, homie, but go ahead, y'all got it.
Let me give you a little context real quick. I hear what you're saying, Zach. But it's the thing, we work in the hospital and she works in the blood lab, so she'd be taking blood and all that. She wants me to go get tested. She's like, oh, I want to fuck or whatever. But she wants me to go get tested.
Okay. So she don't like no condoms at all then. She wants to just fuck raw.
So what about her getting tested?
I mean, that's what I was saying. I don't really like the bitch giving me instructions. And on the back of my head, I was like, what the fuck is this bitch talking to? But, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking, because she be telling me that she be fucking she's fucking one nigga right now. According to her, I don't know if I believe or not, but she's just saying, the nigga she's fucking with right now, they don't use no condoms. But she's just saying that, you know what? Go get tested or whatever. He's like, even though I do like you, I do want to fuck you, and we gonna fuck you. Eventually, she still wants to go out. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not really on that. I'm just trying to fuck. We already been in the parking lot after work, kissing and all that shit. And I'm like, I just want to get right into it and shit. She's like, nah, I want to go on a date. Do you think I should just drop the bitch as a whole?
I wouldn't fuck with her personally because here's the thing. She's already telling you that I'm letting other dudes hit it raw. So what's to stop her from having sex in the morning with one dude and he's skeeting her, and about 4 or 5 hours later, you swimming in that nigga's man juice? You know what I'm saying? What's to stop that from happening? I'm just saying.
And on top of that, I don't like to join nobody's program.
Like
yeah.
I don't like joining their program. I like for them to join my program. So it seemed like she got a whole program already.
Right. I mean, me personally, as far as it goes, the only thing I would say to her is I would need her to present paperwork as well. I mean, if we really just fucking, because if you ain't trying to make her your girl or nothing like that, and she a fuck buddy, that sound like a fuck buddy situation to me. But I would just need for her to get tested as well, like produce some paperwork too, because you can't just have me getting tested and you ain't getting tested. That's all I'm saying.
Here's the thing that killed me. She says that she recently got off the pill. So I'm like, you ain't been fucking, right?
Oh, this chick.
I was like, I should just drop the bitch.
Bro, she foul. I'm sorry, bro. She
foul. Wait. What's going on? She said she just got off the pill.
She just got off the pill.
She don't take the pill right now. Like, nigga, you fucked on Monday. How you know that nigga ain't pre-cum your shit?
So that's what. But what does that have to do with her getting tested though?
Yeah, I know. She should get tested. I should ask for papers too, but I'm just saying that's another red flag that she showed me. So I'm like, I should probably just stop talking to this in the hole.
Hey, you tell her, look, you want this dick? I got some lamb skins for you. That's the best I can do.
Did she slap the knob yet?
Nah, not yet.
Did she give you a hand job or anything yet?
No, we just met last week.
You just met last week. So what was y'all doing in the car? What was y'all doing in the car?
No, we was outside the car and I had an interview I had to go to, but we made out for a little bit. And I was like, I gotta go.
Okay, now did you make out with her before or after she told you she was fucking other niggas?
I kissed her. It was probably a couple minutes after she told me that shit.
Okay, so I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear that you don't try to have no problem with the fact that she's fucking other niggas, because you already commenced to kissing her after she already told you she's fucking other niggas. So that's out the window already, my nigga. Just only thing I'm saying to you is if you trying to keep it as a fuck buddy, tell her you need paperwork from her as well. That's all.
Let me say this. Hold on real quick. No, not that one. This one. Bro. Yeah. When y'all dudes first meet these women, hold on, caller, give me a second. All you niggas are sharing these chicks.
Exactly.
See, here's the difference between what I actually admire her being forthcoming about everything. I have no problem with her with transparency. See, a lot of you guys, you like that little kid with the blanket in a horror movie with something under his bed where you put the blanket over your head thinking it ain't gonna be there if I put the blanket over my head. No, it's still there, nigga. You just can't see it. So when you're dating, just because you don't know that a woman is having sex or seeing other men, in many cases, most cases, they still are. You just don't know about it, so you feel more comfortable dealing with her because you don't know nothing. Whereas this dude, he know a lot of information. I'm not mad at Shorty at all for sharing that information, because what she is sharing with you, she's giving you a lot of insight to the type of chick you feel like Miles said, she's just a fuck buddy. It's a chick I probably can never really fuck with on a serious tip.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would still get the test, and I would still go ahead and do the lambskin. Because if she has multiple people, you don't want to be in that storyline of whose baby is it.
Right.
It's only a matter of time because she's already off the pill. She's doing it with multiple people. So just take your name out of it. Be like, yo, I can give you this lambskin, and that's the best I can give you.
Bro, ain't no chick can convince me to fuck a raw dog. Hey, I don't like condoms.
I told her, you know what? I get around, but one thing I don't ever do is fuck raw. You know what I'm saying? But another thing, I think exactly, you hit it right on the spot. She don't like condoms, period, because she had told me that right now she's fucking one nigga, and she said basically if I start fucking with her, it's kind of going to be the battle of the dicks, and she got to choose one because she don't like fucking with multiple niggas.
Oh,
is that what she told you? She told you that shit?
No. She told me that. Yo, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Let me tell you something, caller. Let me tell you something. Leave that bitch alone. Let me tell you why. There's a reason why she don't like fucking multiple niggas, and you don't want to find out what that reason is or was, bro. So you might want to just leave her alone.
Yeah. She's talking about battle of the dicks. Like, hey, you're gonna be competing with this other nigga's dick. I need to see whose dick is better. Like, no, hell no, bro. I wouldn't fuck her at all at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he thought that was a challenge. Hey, caller, you thought that was a challenge, huh? He was like, yeah, this is a challenge right here.
You know what? I don't compete with other niggas. I compete with, but I guess she laughed it off, and I was like, oh hell no, man. I don't know, man.
Well, this is what I would tell you, caller. Stop explaining yourself to her. I would tell you that. You don't gotta explain yourself to her. If it don't matter what she is saying, if she's doing something that's not congruent with how you move, just tell her like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. And then you instruct her to what is gonna happen if she gonna fuck with you. And if she ain't with what you with, then she gotta go. But if she told you battle with a dick, like Miles said, I can't fuck with her after that.
You got enough people to let this one go.
Yeah.
I don't. We're gonna have to have a dick battle because I don't like fucking with multiple niggas. And you don't want to hear the story of why she don't like fucking with multiple niggas, my nigga. You don't want to hear the story, bro. You don't want to hear about the doctor visit.
Because they be shooting shit up. They be shooting the shit up.
You don't want to hear about the doctor visits. You don't want to hear about all the abortions she done had. You don't want to hear about it, bro. Trust me.
Here's the chick that took herself off the pill.
I told her that if she's gonna be fucking with me, she has to get on the pill, and I prove that she be on the pill.
Call her. You just met her a week ago. See, the fact that she told you all of that in a week's time,
yeah,
bro, that says a lot about her. And not only that, the fact that she says, I like dudes to get up in me raw, and by the way, I'm not on a pill. Bro, that says a lot about her. Like, wait, what?
Shoot the club up.
Like, so she's saying, what she's saying is, because here's the thing about STD tests. Yeah, you can take one now, but in a month's time, you know what I'm saying? You can fuck around and get something. She can get something.
Exactly.
If she having niggas if she having the same nigga that she fucking take new STD tests every 30, 60 days. No, she's not. A nigga taking it once and then a nigga hitting it raw for the next 6 months.
Right.
That's what she's doing.
And that's a crazy look. Being sexually active is a risk, regardless, altogether.
Yeah, regardless of condoms or not.
Yeah, it's all a risk. So it is what it is. But
Caller,
we're gonna get back to this video, man. But thanks for the call. All right, bro. Good luck.
All right, I appreciate y'all.
All right, man. All right, good. You gonna get back to the video?
Let's get back.
Yeah.
Good time. If that's your purpose in dating, even if y'all love each other together and know each other, you still want to go out and enjoy each other. You still want to go out and have a good time. So y'all still gonna always find things to do. It's that easy. So at the end of the day, fellas, before y'all try to do all these things, y'all mad at her for what she's saying. At the end of the day, just try to get to know the woman first. Stop trying to skip steps. It's a 30-minute.
Okay, first of all, I swear this nigga been listening to me, dog. I swear. 2 things. He's talking about date for fun and skipping steps. Now maybe we great minds think alike, but I ain't never heard this nigga speak like this before. Let's go.
Phone conversation. If that to get a little tidbit, y'all be so quick to try to go to a restaurant, a seafood restaurant, and she allergic to seafood. But you don't know that because you ain't trying to figure it out. You ain't ask no questions. And don't ask us, hey, so what restaurants you like? Nah, be creative. But if you talk to a whole bunch of women, you're not gonna care to be creative.
All right, so right there, I can't take that shit. I don't like that he said that, but we're gonna finish it out. But we gonna go. Let me go back a little bit, because we gonna address that shit.
But if you talk to a whole bunch of women, you're not gonna care to be creative. If you're dating a whole bunch of women, you don't care to be creative. You're gonna do the same thing with every woman, and for some reason you think you're gonna be successful in your dating, and that's why y'all be mad. Y'all be spending all your money, and when you end up with nothing, you're mad at these women. I don't date. I don't take women on dates, and I'm very successful with women. Y'all be cool.
Okay, first of all,
what?
Wait, hold on.
Nah, he be pandering. I mean, he cool, but he be pandering too, though. He's like a, he's like a semi, he's not a full on Derek Jackson type, but he be pandering, definitely.
Yeah, well, even that, when he's talking about, when you dating multiple women, look, let me tell y'all something, because that's a debate too. We might have to do that shit on the show. Look, let me tell y'all something. There is nothing wrong with dating multiple people,
right?
At all. The real reason why people got a problem with dating people that date multiple people is because they don't want to compete. Okay, let me explain what I mean. All right. So if you're dealing with a woman, for instance, and she's like, "Oh, you seeing multiple women? I don't think I like that." What she is saying is, I don't want to have to put in work to get you. Because if you're dating multiple women, she knows that she's being compared to those women. You know what I'm saying? Compared and contrasted to. She knows she is, right? Mm-hmm. So what a lot of people expect when they meet you, just because they like you the way that they like you, they expect you to feel the exact same. And they expect you to stop what you're doing and prioritize them and make them the focal point of your world. And I'm like, chick, you ain't earned that shit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is wrong with you? So now, this is what I would say. Women, just because you dating multiple dudes don't mean you fucking them all. And we know you don't, because this is why niggas is complaining about being used on dates. So we already know that women date multiple dudes and they ain't fucking them all. For you dudes, Now, ladies, if you ever hear of me dealing with multiple women, I'm just saying, I'm not dealing with them if I ain't fucking them. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So, but y'all go ahead, man. Y'all got it, man.
Like I said, the dude be pandering, you don't really have to find out what a woman likes. You just have to find out if she likes you. You understand? And the best way to find out if she likes you is to do things that you would usually do and just invite her along. That's really what it's all about. And if the woman is truly interested in getting to know you, she wants to get a picture of your world. She wants to know if she can be a part of your world. And how you do that is by doing things you usually do and being honest about shit and keeping it all the way real, giving that woman an experience of you. That's really what it's all about.
Jerome, you got something you want to add to that, Phil?
I just think people make it a lot harder than what it really is. If you, I sat back and listened to what he was saying, and it's almost like a quiz test that you got to ask her, but you're looking for another answer. You got to not date multiple people. You got to focus on her, and instead of not once did I hear anything about if what you like to go do that, invite her to her. And I think it just makes things a lot harder. We cannot control anybody else that is not you, point blank. You cannot control that person. It's best to do the things that you like to see if they go along with that and enjoy, because if that's what you really like, you're going to be doing it for more than just that one time. So, and you're not going to change it.
Right.
So let's say, like Miles is saying, say you like to go to the gun range. You spend all these hours at the gun range. You meet a lady, you take her to the gun range. She doesn't like to go. I don't like going to the gun range. When you're like, well, I go to competitions. I spend a lot of time at the gun range. This is what I do. Well, I don't like it. So now you're doing it by yourself. You thought it'd be enjoyable to do it with somebody, but you're doing it by yourself. Years go by. You've been doing this thing that you really enjoy to do by yourself. You really hoped at one point you would find somebody that liked to do it to enjoy it with you, but you didn't. But you are now with somebody that doesn't like to do it. That wasn't your main purpose or your goal. Like, are you just dating to have somebody next to you? Or are you dating to have somebody that you are compatible with next to you?
Exactly.
I think that's the difference between, and people don't understand that if every decision you make when you're younger leads up to when you're older, why wouldn't every decision you make when you're involving yourself with somebody leads up to how your connection is going to be?
Well, see, here's the thing, and this is why monogamy, this is just my opinion. I don't want anyone, to get what I'm about to say. This is why I say a lot of monogamy-oriented relationships are fake. I'm not saying all of them are. I'm saying some of them are. And the reason why I say that is for a couple of reasons. Number one, you got people who are obligating themselves to monogamy-oriented relationships, not because they really want to. They're only doing it to secure the person. Because that's what that person wants. If you want me, you can't be fucking nobody else. Well, damn, if I want to, I guess I got to do it. So you got that. Also, you got people that are sacrificing things to get into these monogamy-oriented relationships. Meaning, I'll give you a prime example of what I mean by sacrificing things. Now, here's my caveat. I'm not a strip club junkie. Okay, I've been a couple of times here and there, but that's not my cup of tea, really. I don't like tipping no chicks and spending no money with chicks at all. So that's not really my cup of tea. I'll sit at the bar and just sit. I don't like doing none of that. But right. my point is this. I had a partner that he was stripped. That was his thing. He was into that. He ended up getting with a chick, and while they were in the process of dating, she revealed to him that her ex used to go to strip clubs and how she didn't like that. So he said to himself, well, I'm not going to do that now because she don't like it.
Right.
So he didn't switch up because he just got tired of going. He's switching up because the chick don't like it. Right. Okay. Now, but a lot of people will say, well, this is what monogamy-oriented relationships are about. It's about you sacrificing things for the betterment of the unity. No. Okay, and let me tell you why that's the dumbest shit ever. Because when relationships don't work out, what do you often hear? All the shit I've done for you. And you gonna do me like this? You don't want me? You gonna cast me to the side? All that shit I done for you. Because a lot of times when you do shit in these monogamy-oriented relationships, you don't do it because you want to do it. You do it thinking this person would appreciate it, and you'll get some reciprocation back for it. You know what I'm saying? Or debt of gratitude. So you ain't really doing it for you. Okay, you're really doing it. You're really doing it for that person. You're doing it for yourself. Like if I do this, they'll show me a debt of gratitude. They'll appreciate me. They'll want to be with me because I'm doing these things for them. Okay, and my thing is, when you're in a monogamy-oriented relationships, why do you got to give anything up? Right. You shouldn't have to give anything. You shouldn't have to give nothing up. Whatever you're into that you like doing, if that person you're with says you got to give this shit up to be with me, then you ain't for me. I shouldn't have to give a motherfucking thing up unless I feel like I want to stop doing X, Y, Z. But I'm not finna start making concessions and accommodations to have you. I'm like, no, I might as well stay by myself or fuck with a chick that understand it. Y'all got it.
And I'll say this, and I know it might sound imbalanced or unfair. I say that if anybody needs to give anything up in a relationship, it's the woman. You understand? And you know, again, not to sound chauvinistic or misogynistic and all that other dumb shit, but what I mean to say is that it's a woman's challenge to be nurturing, right? It's a woman's challenge to she is affected by the direction of that man. She's affected by a man's purpose. Right. And this is why you have to show her the honesty of what it's like to be with you so she can choose if being a part of your life makes sense to her. So because a woman has to choose leadership. But how can you lead when you're compromising with the followers? You can't lead by compromising with the followers. Right. You have to lead because that's your direction and that's who you are as a man. And then you allow the woman to see exactly who you are as a leader and then give her the chance to choose that leadership. Now, because she's choosing leadership, inherently, she's going to have to compromise certain things because of the nature of the woman. She's the feminine. She has to submit in order to be taken care of in the structure that is built by the man and the man's leadership. That's how it works. Do you understand? But a lot of people don't know. They won't try to understand that shit because apparently men and women are equal and all of that dumb shit. But it's not true. Men and women are not equal because even if we look at the paradigm of procreation happens because I impregnate you, the woman. Do you understand? Nothing happens for you until I decide it. So it's it's literally my decision to bestow this new status and this new purpose for you as a woman. So whatever seed I give you, whatever comes out of your womb, you're ultimately affected by that. And that is something that has been planted by me. You get what I'm saying? So it's not because I'm better than you or because I'm more important, but nature and God put me first. So if anybody has to make a compromise, it's the woman, not the man. And here's the thing. If you become the type of man that compromises, guess who's going to lose respect for you and not want to fucking be with you anymore anyway?
The woman, always.
Let me add this. Either.
To your point, with the J woman, let me add this. So even like when we talk about the word submissive, because a lot of women hate the word submissive. When a woman lays down and allows a man to enter her, she is surrendering herself. You're surrendering yourself, right? In essence, you're being submissive to that man as he enters you, right? So to your point, if I'm impregnating a woman, because she ain't impregnating me, right. I'm impregnating her. So already, and this is why, and women, you ain't gonna. You know what? I'm gonna do. I haven't done this in a while. If y'all think about the top of when y'all go to a fast food restaurant and y'all get the top that the straw goes into, and if you stick that straw in that little hole and you work it around, the shape of that hole changes. The straw never changes.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
The hole never changes. The straw never changes.
Right.
The straw keeps its shape no matter what. Exactly. So the woman's body. It bends to the whim of the man. You know what I'm saying? It bends to the whim, not the other way around. So women might not like it, but it's just the truth. It's a natural order of things. But go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, go ahead, J. Roman. You said you never really saw compromise anyway?
Yeah, I don't see it as a compromise. You make a choice for what you want, right? But then later on, we charge it as a compromise because you feel like you left out on something else. And then you say, well, I made the compromise because I could have been. No, you made a choice. We make choices, and then even those choices don't work out the way we thought they work out, oh, it's a compromise. When really it was a choice. Because if you say, okay, look, listen, to be with me, you're gonna have to fly around the world with me. Well, my family's really here. I won't get to see my family. Well, look, to be with me, you have to fly around the world. Okay, so now she's with you. She flies all around the world, has a great time. She goes to many different places, does all these things, and all this other stuff, right? You come back home. They ask her, Ben, how's your life? Oh, we got to see this, we got to see that, got to see. Yeah, I miss my family some, but all these great places we see. It's a choice you made. It only becomes a compromise when I said, hey, we're gonna go over here and do all these great things, and say we go, but life ain't that great. Life ain't that great. All of a sudden now, when I come back to discuss this, you know what? I moved over here. I thought we were going to be traveling and stuff. I compromised and didn't see my family. And it's not now all of a sudden we're compromising for this. No, you made a choice. The choices you made was for the betterment of what you thought was going to be the relationship.
Right.
And I think that too many times we move it back to this compromise, like you missing out on something else. But nah, you made that choice. You made a choice. You made it wholeheartedly.
Right.
This is who I choose. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I got you on that. Real quick, BP. I ain't gonna say that name. When you say women could do no wrong, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't.
What the hell are you even talking about?
It's like the shit going over niggas' heads now.
Look, let me tell y'all something, okay? And BP, you should know this. Myself, Miles, Jay Roman, the whole Real Game No Theory podcast, we don't have women-hating channels.
Exactly.
Okay? So what the fuck are you even? And you've been watching us for a minute. What are you talking about? Why don't you call in and express yourself?
Yo, you know what? Let me answer this question. Yeah, you're right. The woman can do no wrong. You know why? Because she's following my fucking leadership. Period. Because the women, I don't give a fuck about the women that's doing whatever the fuck they want to do. All the boss bitches and divas and independent, strong independent women, I don't give a fuck about those women. I really don't. I only give a fuck about the women that's on my program. So to answer your question, you're right. The woman can do no wrong because the only women that I'm fucking with is the women that's following my fucking leadership. Period.
There you go. See, I'm glad you said that because a lot of these guys, a lot of you guys, especially a lot of you red pill motherfuckers and MGTOW motherfuckers and passport bros, y'all niggas too. A lot of y'all are overly concerned with what women do that you don't even know.
Right.
Okay? And what it is you have this vitriol, this angst, this bitterness towards just females overall.
Exactly.
But for whatever reason. And what you need to do is address your concerns individually. Meaning whatever woman you felt did you wrong or fucked you over, address that individually. But don't take that bitterness and put that on a whole population of women. Because as Miles said, here's the thing about women mistreating dudes. Women only mistreat men they don't respect.
There you go.
It's just literally that simple. And let me say that shit again for the niggas in the back. And BP, you too. Women only mistreat men they don't respect. In fact, the opposite of respect is disrespect. So if a woman respects you, guess what she will never do? Disrespect you. See, the problem with a lot of you guys, this is the problem with y'all niggas. Y'all think that if you can catch feelings for a woman and that if she can catch feelings for you, that's all you got to do is get some feelings. And then that's it. No, you got to lead that chick. Okay, part of a woman respecting you and not wanting to step outside of that and fuck it up is one, her admiring you, her respecting you, but part of that is leadership, right? So a woman admiring you, respecting you, and leadership, what did you have to have? Consistency, nigga. You gotta be consistent. So if a woman is disrespecting you, there is something about the way you presented yourself that's very fucking inconsistent.
Exactly. And shout out to Renee. Shout out to Renee. She said, exactly. We feel safe over here. And that's what it is. That's what
I don't think they really understand that you have a woman is harder than not. Because now you have somebody that can intimately see and look every day and be like, oh, that wheel is wobbling right there. That wheel is wobbling. I wonder if he's going to be consistent or not. Oh, shit, he was consistent. Okay. I thought he wasn't gonna get up and do what he said he was gonna do, but he did.
But he did.
but he did.
see,
you know, and they could judge right there on the point. And I say, you got a woman. She knows your insecurities. She knows everything about you.
Mm-hmm.
She knows your ins and outs, especially if you got one that stand with you. She knows everything about. She knows what's gonna be your lie, what ain't gonna be your lie. Like she knows.
Shout out Steve the Dean Williams in the building.
Yeah, shout out to Steve the Dean.
And also, I saw Mr. Justin. He was up in here earlier. Shout out to you. Shout out to all of y'all. Not just them, but shout out to all y'all. But we always got to give love and props to the people that be on the other side of the YouTube shit, actually putting out this content.
Facts.
Yeah. So
my bad, Jay. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. So what's that dude's name? BP? BP?
Yeah, BP.
I would ask him like this. I would give him a scenario like this. Let's say you was with a woman and she started to disrespect you. How long would you be with her? You would get rid of her, right? You would get rid of her. Now, would you do the same thing you did before, or would you tighten up in any area to say, you know what, I can see where I can see where I was lacking to cause the disrespect. So you would look at yourself before moving on to the next, so you wouldn't get the same results. And I think that's the issue where a lot of guys don't want to turn around and look at themselves and say, you know what, I messed up right here.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do better? And that's what, to me, this is about. These shows is about. What the panel is about is that instead of always looking on this outskirt to blame a woman for everything, what can you do different, man? What can you do different to get the result that you want? Because ultimately, if you say, well, I could do something different, then you know you're in control of your world. And so that way you wouldn't have these issues anymore.
Exactly.
Well, this is what I like to do, right? When I hear dudes bitching and whining and complaining about women, no, let me back up. Yeah, complaining about the behaviors of a woman. Like we'll take what's her name? Keke Palmer. When dude hopped online was complaining about the way she was dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Show me the dude. Let me talk to him for a minute. And then I'm gonna tell you, I can see why she disrespected that nigga. Because she never respected him to begin with. I can tell you why. I can show you why a woman, when dude, like even Remy Ma, you know what I'm saying? Papoose, I like Papoose as a rapper, but sometimes he was doing sucker shit. He was a little too extra with it, right? And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Women, they want to be cherished and cared about from the man that they love. Okay, period. Okay. But women will admit they don't want a nigga to be too sappy with it.
Exactly.
They don't want a nigga to be too emotional with it. And they don't want a nigga to be, I love you so much. I don't know what I would do without you. My life would be so different. Y'all niggas think that shit is fly? Telling a woman that shit?
It's not.
It's not.
There's no me without you.
No, y'all think women want to hear that shit?
You complete me. No, not.
Women would say they want to hear it until they hear a nigga say it and they look at them.
They don't want to hear
shake
that
their head
shit.
at that nigga like, God damn.
Shit.
You know, it was so crazy. Cats be thinking they be saying some real live shit that's gonna just make her think, and she already be in the bed with the next dude. Like it didn't make her think. She ain't sad because she made up her mind. When a woman makes her mind to go do what she gonna do what she wants to do.
Exactly.
Like it ain't stopping that. Like
yeah. Don't let these romantic comedies and Hollywood, don't let that shit fool you niggas. Don't let it fool you niggas. You professing your love for a chick. Now again, do women want to be cared about, adored, and loved and cared about by a man that they love, adore, and care about? Yeah, of course. But all that sappy, extra over the top, you professing your love, like if something happened to you, I don't know what I would do. I can't breathe when I don't hear from you, and all this other goofy shit. No, women don't want to. They don't want to hear that shit. They think they do, because they might hear some other shit. Oh, that sounds so romantic, until they hear a nigga say it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, this is something that a chick normally would say. You know what I'm saying? It seems out of order.
Nah, they want to hear different shit. Like they want to hear get up in the room, get in the room and get naked. You know what I'm saying? They want to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Or when you walk in the kitchen and they cooking and you put your hand on the waist, you overlook, and you be like, damn, I love you, girl. And you smack that ass and you walk off. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Shit like that. They do not want to hear that super poetic shit. Like like that I can't live without you shit. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear some slick shit. They want to hear you talk slick about, and more importantly, it's not even talking. They really want your action. That's what they really want.
Show them.
Like you want to show and hold up 50 fits. Well, hold up. They really want you to show them with your action how much you care about them. You understand? And they want you to take the actions of a man. So like you said, K-Zag, when you walk past him and you smack him on the ass, like you don't even got to say nothing. You just smacking like you walking past and giving them that physical touch, even though it might seem aggressive. Just in that instance, it's like she knows you're thinking about her. And you don't need to say, damn, girl, I couldn't live without you. No, just walk past and smack her on the ass and don't even say nothing to her. You know what I'm saying? Go up behind her, go up behind her, grab her from behind, put your hand right here. You know what I'm saying? And just lick the side of her face and then walk off. And a bitch would be like, whew.
Matter of fact, she'd be like, don't start nothing you can't finish, sir.
Don't start nothing
you can't finish, sir.
But yo, 50 Kids, what's going on with you, bro? Touchmaster, what's going on with you, bro?
Yeah, what up? Hold on. Yo, what up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's up, Jay Roman, Miles Cunningham, and K-Zach, and two. Yo, man, a couple of things, man. I was in my sister's house, and she just said something. They just showed something on TV about Deion, some cartoon somebody wrote, because the coach was not complaining, bitching about why can't he wear a suit? Why can't he dress better? And my sister's like, yeah, but can he afford a suit? I said, see right there. I said, you part of society. You want niggas to do what you want to do. That's why you got a husband the way he is. I said, you want motherfuckers to do exactly what you want. Why can't he be himself? I'm just saying, can he wear a suit? Okay. Since you want to rah LGBTQ, why my man got to wear a fucking dress? Crickets. Crickets. Well, you know what? Fuck you. Shut up. My sister. Want to hear that shit? My sister, that's my sister. I want to hear that shit. I said, that's the problem. You want niggas to do shit for you. It ain't working like that. That's a whole premise through college and everything. I met in college. Her whole premise. Second thing I want to bring up about some game. Y'all, this is some game. This is another side of the game. In my profession, a lot of men choose women massage therapists for whatever reason. I think there's either two reasons. Number one, they were abused, and number two, they hope something may shake. I can say that because I'm a man and I know it. I've been in the industry a long time. But what women tried to do to men, and they told me that I'm being crass and not supportive, call it what you want. An incident happened yesterday, a couple of days ago, where the owner's telling me, oh, you're blowing that out of proportion. No, I'm fucking not. The reason, this is interesting, there was a security issue to where someone knocked on my treatment door. It wasn't an employee. It wasn't a cleaning guy. It was a person that got into the fucking studio. I don't know how she got in there. She had a fat ass too. But I don't know how she got in there, but I had somebody on the table. And she knocked on the door. I brought it up to the owner, and the owner's like, well, and then the owner started leaning towards, well, why'd you grill her? You can't make her feel uncomfortable. I said, look, grill her, interrogate her, ask her questions, inquisitive. I don't give a fuck. My thing is how the fuck she got in there knocking the door. And this is exactly what I said. I said, women massage therapists always want men to protect them by saying, stick around until this client comes in here so he could see that there's someone else here, man. No, I'm not your fucking security. He chose a fucking female. You're a professional handler. Close all the fucking doors. Act like somebody's here. I'm not your fucking security. That's where I stood up. And man, they looked at me like I was motherfucking Shrek or something, like, oh shit. I'm not going for that shit. I am not security. I'm a fucking massage therapist like you. All right? I'm not here to protect you.
Right.
And I told him straight that. And it's going to rock the boat in the massage therapy world. But he's like, well, you're supposed to support. Nah, motherfucker, they choose a woman. Y'all need to fucking take my class on how to protect yourself, because I made up a class like that specifically for healthcare practitioners based on anatomy. So you need to take my fucking class. So it's like I had to stand up on that. And I was like, God damn, that's true. I am not their fucking security, because it happens time and time again. If there's massage therapists listening, because I know if you listen to me, tell me that's not true. Could you stick around so he could see that there's a man here? Why?
So they want you to hang in. They want you to hang in the room. They want you to stay in the room while they massaging the dude.
No. If they're going to be in the studio alone, a woman, it's common. All right. They want a man's presence just to be seen, so that when the unknown client comes in there for them, they want the man in there to be seen, so that it's like, oh, there is someone here. So nothing would jump off per se.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question. Why? Because I've been to like couples massages and shit like that, where you walk in, there's a waiting area, there's someone at the desk, there's multiple rooms. So are you telling me there's instances where the only two people in the whole entire building is that female massage therapist and the dude?
Well, let me tell you, I mean, some massage therapists go 6, 7 at night, and nobody's scheduled to work. So there might be one therapist there, it might be 2, it might be 4, but depending on how the schedule goes, if she's the only one there, is going to be there at that time, it happens. Yes, it happens. Because some place, like for instance, we're a self-sufficient place. We don't have a receptionist. We're not all that. We have our places. Then we all check out each other's client. So it's self-sufficient. It's a going thing. That's the way it is. We don't have that. That shit is overhead, because they don't work anyway. But we all check our own shit out. We check other people out for other people. If we, that's what it is. But this particular instance, man, this lady, somebody left the door open. And my thing was finding out how the door got open. And the owner was like, no, you're blowing out of proportion. And I told her, I said, if it was a woman practitioner in there with someone else on the table, especially a woman, you would have a different fucking conversation. And this is what I know of her. She's a 2-time assault victim. I get it. But that means that she doesn't know what she doesn't know. She thinks it's okay. She thinks it's not that big time. But supposing that was a man knocking on my treatment door, then it would have been a different fucking story. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I don't know a whole lot about the industry. I will say this. This is just my personal opinion. I personally don't, and I'm not putting this on you, 50. I'm just saying, I don't think it's wise that a woman is left in a massage studio by herself at 7 o'clock at night with a male client, and there's nobody else in the whole building but just them two. To me, because number one, you massaging this motherfucker, right? So already you touching them. Some dudes might look at that a little differently than what's really going on. So now, and I would say to the women, why, if you got a boyfriend or something, why not have that nigga there? You know what I'm saying? Why not have that nigga sit?
I hear what you're saying. The thing about it is, it's like we're in a commercial building, so we're not a storefront, and there are people in the building per se. But most of the time, these clients are regular clients. But if you get an unknown, the first time that come in there, right, that actually scheduled with that woman, and it's a first timer, they usually say, yo, could you stick around just for a moment so he can see that you're here? Stuff like that. Okay, if I'm still doing shit, yeah. But I'm not going to stick around when I'm out the door and they talking about, oh, could you wait? He's 15, he'll come in 15. No. You close all the doors in the studio, and if he asks, "Oh, are you the only one here?" No, everyone's in session. You see,
let me ask you a question.
Like this.
Do they have cameras in these rooms?
No, can't do that.
You can't do that. Why? It's just a massage. Ain't nobody naked, right?
Man, when the motherfucker getting in there, have you seen video hidden camera? That's called against the law. You get 5 years in prison, man.
Hey, no. I'm not saying hidden cameras. I'm saying cameras where everybody can see the motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, when they come in the building in our commercial building, but no, not down in our space.
It don't got to be in the room. As long as they see, it can be right as the door opens. They can see who goes in and out the door. It don't got to be in the room, but they can see who goes in and out the doors.
No, we don't have that there. And see, once again, it's not. If I bring up anything like that could, like that, especially security based around this, it's going to be shot down until something happens. DC is a reactionary fucking city. Nobody believes shit until it happens. Then they want to make fucking changes. And that's when I leave. Because I told y'all motherfuckers to do this, and that, and you didn't. And it's happened many times. I suggested different things. It didn't do it. The shit went south. Then they want to implement it. I exited. Stage left. I did. I don't want people who are reactionary.
Okay. On that note, y'all got anything y'all want to add to what 50's saying?
So what was the purpose of the whole story? Like you don't want to be a protector?
No, the thing about it I was saying is that you have to, that was standing up for yourself, like standing up. Most massage therapists, men, I know, males, whatever, they will bow down and try to, oh, no, I'm not doing that shit.
Right.
I'm not fucking doing that shit. Fuck
so nigga, so you called in to vent, nigga? Is that what you did? You called in to vent, nigga? That's what you did for 15 minutes, nigga? You vented?
No, I ain't calling an event. I was just saying that, I'm not going to take the shit. I never have, but I'm not going to do what I don't want to do. That's what I'm saying, even in my business.
Exactly. And that
if
makes
I
sense.
know that it's not,
I got you.
It's not purposeful for me.
Right. Nah, that's
well,
real.
like Real King said, pay me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a security guard for you for a couple minutes.
Exactly.
Pay me.
Pay me, exactly. Pay me half your money and I'll stay. I eat a sandwich in the fucking locker room. I don't care. Pay me. Shit. But yeah, man. But that's what I'm saying. No matter what, just stand up for yourself. That's all I'm saying. You got to say no, even in corporate situations. You got to figure out: does it satisfy the mission? Does it satisfy you? That's what you got to look at. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And voice your opinion and be all right with it. Because a lot of times. And for me, I did this shit I didn't want to do, and I bitched about it. So no. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, appreciate that. And just generally speaking, based on what the brother's saying, just stand up for yourself. Don't let nobody try and funnel you into doing something that you don't want to do. I guess.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man.
Right. Exactly. And by the way, and one last thing. Fuck you and the 49ers, man. All right, have a good day.
Dog, you lucky, dog. You look at me in a good mood, nigga. You lucky, dog.
All right, 50, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Unc. All right, peace, bro. All right. I mean,
right, so
yeah, we almost did though. So if you want to take some questions.
These niggas didn't ask no questions.
Oh, no?
I don't see not one with a Q in this motherfucker. I see a bunch of statements. Shit. I don't see no questions, y'all niggas.
Shout out to Steve. He said 5
minutes. 5 minutes. He said 5 minutes. Hey man, that's what we try to do. We try to bring look, and I know you're Furman. I know his name. Furman, bro. All we try to do is bring wisdom, knowledge, and insight. It's up to dudes if they want to, take it and utilize it in their life. I always say, take what you can use, throw out the rest. You know what I'm saying? Because not everything we say is going to be something that you can take and use. But someone else might be able to use it, but maybe you can't.
I mean, I could tie it into manhood. Fitzwell's little statement there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to tie it in, and basically, the normal society would have it that he would protect these ladies, even if it doesn't benefit him at all.
Right.
But, he had to stand up and say, hey, this is my time. My time is valuable. So, no, just don't automatically assume this is going to happen. I had a job once where there's these boxes that everybody was supposed to lift, these 50-pound boxes. But somehow me and another guy was the only ones that always lifted the boxes. But one day he was like, I ain't lifting no more boxes. It says that everybody needs to lift these boxes, so everybody needs to lift the boxes. So when the ladies were assigned in a certain area to lift these boxes, they would come and get one of us to finish off the job.
Mm.
So we handle it in different ways. He was like, I ain't doing it, and that was that. Me, I did it. But at the same time, I never brought one bit of potluck menu, napkin. Whenever the potlucks got together, the birthday parties, I didn't bring nothing. And I would tell them that's my box fee. I don't want to bring nothing. I don't want to, don't ask me for plates, for cups, anything like that. So, when it comes to yourself.
See, this is how you know there cannot be no equality in relationships.
Right.
Because there's always going to be something. Because my thing is, if you got people, like, if you got guys that say, this was my partner, we're equal. Okay, tell her to go out there when it's 90 degrees outside and that grass need to be cut now. Go ahead and cut the front and the backyard, weed eat that motherfucker, pull up all the weeds, roll up the trash cans to the front and bag all that shit. Okay? It's not to say, I've seen women cutting grass. It's not to say that women don't do it. But I'm going to tell you, women would rather not do that shit. Women do not want to be outside sweating, doing yard work. You know what I'm saying? Or, in the parking lot, they got the hood open, checking the oil, checking the tire pressure, because as a man, you do that, you check the shit. So my thing is there is no equalness in relationships, and it's not necessarily because of that. That's a petty way to look at it. But even on the job, I say all the time, and when it comes to employment, we can be equal at work. But even based on the story that you told, Jay, there is no equalness at work because they still got you doing the harder shit. You know what I'm saying? The manly labor. So even then, there's no equalness then. You know what I'm saying? So ladies, we can be equal at work, but this is his story alone. It just shows why men and women really aren't equal like that. You know what I'm saying? But in relationships, we're not equal. It doesn't mean that men are better. We're just not equal. Look, women, there's a hierarchy. And for all my women that claim that they're Christians and good Baptists and all that other shit, in the Bible, it gives the hierarchy. God, man, woman, child. That's the hierarchy. Now, if that's a problem for you, then I don't know what to tell you. Y'all got it.
Mm-hmm. How do you balance being okay with how you look and how other people are going to perceive you? Well, the only part that matters is the first part. Is the only part that matters is being not just being okay, but being grateful. Look, I gotta be grateful. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be grateful because the problem with so many of you people is like you think life is a fucking is a luxury or a guarantee. Every day you wake up is a fucking privilege. Every day you wake up is a goddamn privilege. You understand me? So all of you people worried about how you look and being okay with how you look. Look, I'm happy to have a working body. I'm alive. I'm fucking healthy. I can walk. I can talk. I can get an erection. I could, you know what I'm saying? I could take a piss. I could breathe without a machine. Like, bro, you know how many people can't breathe without a fucking machine? You see people walk around with fucking canisters of fucking oxygen.
Bro. Yes, and they got shit hooked to their nose and around their neck. I say that shit all the time.
Yeah. Come on, man. Like, look, don't just be okay. Celebrate it. Celebrate it, bro. Look, y'all know I'm not the tallest person. Y'all know I ain't the fittest person. But the fact that I could get up every day and take a walk in a park and breathe fresh air and like, bro, you gotta again, guys, you gotta I tell guys all the time, you gotta look at the water. Don't look at the empty part of the bottle. The bottle of water, look at the water part. Look at the part that has the water in it. Look at all the good things. Focus on the good things. Focus on things that you got to be grateful for. Because look, when you're not, what you're really doing is you're taking life for granted. And once you start taking life for granted, you'll see how fucked up life could actually get. You understand? So you got to be careful, man.
Let me he says, how do you balance being okay with how you look and people? Man, I don't know. Let me tell you something. As sexy as I am, right? There's gonna be a group of women that think I'm ugly. There's gonna be a group of women that think he decent. There's gonna be some other women that say he cute, and there's gonna be some other women that might say some other shit on the other end of the spectrum.
Right.
I'm a humble person, meaning if I get complimented and it's favorable, I can say thank you. I can be appreciative of it, but I don't let it get to my head, right? Just like if a woman says, all right, that nigga ain't nothing, her opinion of me is not my opinion of myself. So it don't matter what she think about me, right? Let me say this real quick. BP, I'm not even going to bring up your fucking question. Okay, we told you to call in. If you got something to say, call in. You already killed the phone lines?
Yeah, you already did that.
All right, too late, but we're not going to address your question because you should have called in when you had a chance to. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. See what I mean? Like that. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm humble. I'm a humble nigga. All right. So anyway, man. So y'all go ahead, man. We're about to end this shit.
Oh yeah, I don't know what he's talking about as far as if he had a disability.
He's talking about holding women accountable. He's complaining again about that shit.
About the how I look.
Oh, my bad. Let me put it back up.
I think it's too. Don't make things easy for people.
No, put that back up, man. Put that back up, Miles. Can you put the soap back up?
Make sure it's clean.
Can y'all hop on that soap? We need y'all to get that.
Yes, sir.
That shit is latherific.
Hop on the soap, guys. Yes, sir.
And where that nigga question go? Goddamn nigga, your question then disappeared and shit. No, but he was talking about being concerned with how people think you look and shit.
Yeah, being okay with how you look, and then being okay with how people look at you.
If it's an affliction and you can't do nothing about it, you better learn how to rock with it. But if you're talking about clothes and stuff like that, like, you know, you ain't always got to be the name brand. You might not have the money to get name brands and all this other stuff. Keep your stuff clean though. There's a way to present yourself
exactly
without having to spend money. Just, you know, keep it clean. You got a white t-shirt, you better wash that thing in bleach, you know, or, you know, whatever you got to do to keep it white and keep it clean. I'll tell you this, just real quick. When my mom, you know, I got 6 brothers, 1 sister, huge family, right? When we used to get in trouble, my mom, her thing back in the day was you going to prison, right? That was her thought line. Like, you in trouble, you going to prison. So she said she would tell you she has to prepare you for life. So if you choose in prison, you would end up like literally my mom would snatch all your clothes out the closet, out your drawers, and leave you with a blue jeans and 1 t-shirt. And you had to wear that to school every day until she felt like you weren't in trouble anymore. Like
every day, every fucking day,
every day. So she said that's the prison uniform or life. Like she said, my job is to prepare you for life. So either I'm preparing you for prison or I'm preparing you for whatever. So I would get in trouble and I would have to wear the same blue jeans and white t-shirt to school every day. And you know how hard it is to keep a white t-shirt looking nice and crisp.
Especially if you wear it every day. Yes.
No, I used to have to come home, take that thing off and wash it, hang it up, you know, scrub off any little stains or anything like that just to dry it, to have it ready to go the next day. And the funny thing is, when you knew you was in trouble, the thing you never knew why you was in trouble. She wouldn't tell you. You just come in and you see no bedding on your bed. It'd just be blue jeans and a white t-shirt. And you already knew, oh, snap, I'm in trouble.
Right.
I don't know what for just yet. And you go ask, she goes, well, if you don't know what you did, you really made a mistake. And so it's kind of like, I don't know. Like, and so that's how I was. She was like, I got to prepare you. It got to the point that I started just wearing a t-shirt and blue jeans to school, even when I wasn't in trouble. And I just made it me. Right, cats would be like, "Oh, he wears white shirts and t-shirts and blue jeans. That's just what he wears to school." You know what I'm saying? Like, because I wanted to make sure if I ever got caught in this again, you know, people just automatically think, "Okay, that's just what he wears. He's a simplistic cat. He wears a white t-shirt and blue jeans to school. That's just what he wears." But to try to be fresh with the same outfit on every day, where people get to wear all sorts of Jabols jeans. Remember the Jabol jeans?
I remember Jabol.
What's going on?
I still ain't never
the pinnacle of like
you never got a
brand name
all I had
things,
in the closet
right?
was Jabot and Guess. I missed that shit.
You know, all this other stuff. Not me, man. I had some Wranglers in a white t-shirt.
Niggas was
I ain't
wearing
talking
Wranglers?
about a thick crisp.
Y'all was wearing Wranglers?
It was 6 of us, man. You think we were shopping at?
That's West Coast.
We were shopping at a good store. We were shopping at you know, Kmart and, you know, all that stuff. Like, just no, you didn't have Wranglers because I don't know if you was in the Kmart section of the store.
Niggas had Wranglers and Lee's.
Yeah, at Lee's. So, you know, before Levi's came really cool.
No, because Lee's and Wranglers never quite fit a nigga's midsection. Like nigga ass and nuts look funny in Wranglers and Lee's. It don't fit right. It don't hang right.
You know,
you had to get the husky size. The husky size would fit you right.
You know who love Lee's and Wranglers? The Cowboys and the Mexicans. And I'm not being racist. I'm dead fucking serious.
No, but it's true. But it's true because we used to call them shit kickers. Yeah, they love it. Isaiah, there ain't no wrong. Levi's was cool. Levi's was the shit. 504s, Levi's. Now Levi's were not cheap at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? So Levi's ain't bad, but Lee's and Wranglers,
they're still not that cheap, honestly.
Yeah, they're not cheap now. They came up. They definitely came up.
Oh shit!
But, you know,
yeah,
you got to create your swag no matter what the situation is.
And real quick, shout out to my man Unique 79. Because I do deliver to Great Britain. Unique 79 is in Great Britain, so I do ship to Great Britain and I ship to Canada. So don't think you can't get the soap if you're in Canada or Great Britain. You understand? I got my shit set up to ship to those areas. So shout out to
real quick, Miles. Renee P is talking about your soap. I'm sure it feels good on a woman's skin. Don't your woman use only your soap?
She only uses my soap at this point.
There you go, Renee. There you go.
Yep.
See, and if you use a mild soap, because I like mild soap, so if you use a mild soap, Renee P, I'm gonna be right there when you get out the shower. I'm gonna do a smell test. I'm gonna be right. I'm smelling every square inch of you to make sure every lather and bubble touch where it needed to touch. I'm gonna be right there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Renee's in Texas, right?
No, she's not.
Oh shit! Wait, where's she at?
She in Ohio.
Oh, okay, all right. That's still
okay.
I don't really do long distance, but if you're trying to come to the East Coast, you can get it popping.
There you go. All right, there you have it. All right, so Renee P. So feel free to hit the miles on the back end and get some of that soap, and I'll definitely come through and do the sniff test to make sure that you use it right. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so enough about that, right? So y'all want to plug anything?
Nah, that's it, man. Get your soap. Holla at the Masculine Identity Membership. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Membership. Because I also use my soap boxes to promote the there it go. Boom.
There we go. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Get on it.
Exactly. So make sure y'all get that, man. But yeah, appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for having me, Zag. Shout out to Jay Roman. And that has been another great show, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right. On that note, Jay Roman.
I'm gonna do the PDA. Yeah, I'm gonna do a PDA. You young Thundercats, man. I'm glad that one dude asked that question about talking about the STD and everything. Go ahead and get those tests and stuff, man. Take care of yourself. I know you're young. You thinking, nothing's gonna get you. You think you can look at her and you can tell she got something. You don't know, man. Go ahead and get that test done. Take care of yourself and
take care of your sexual health.
Yeah.
Take care of your sexual health. And nobody should have to ask y'all niggas to get no test. You should be doing that on your own.
Facts.
Now, for you niggas who ain't fucking, maybe you don't need one right now. But once you start fucking, even if you're using a condom, get one anyway. Because they're not 100% effective.
Exactly. At least 2 to 3 times a year. And a chosen one, we don't talk about prices on the air. Go to the websites. So hit us up on the social media and DM us on the on the social media or through YouTube or whatever. But yeah, we don't talk about prices on the front end.
No, we don't do that. On that note, I'm about to catch this Buffalo game, this Colorado game with Deion and his peoples.
Hey, shout out to Deion Sanders. Fuck all of you haters. Eat a dick. Every last one of you motherfuckers hating on Deion Sanders, suck a big fat diseased dick. Speaking of STDs and shit. All of y'all motherfuckers. I can't stand niggas who hate motherfuckers who are confident about their shit. Fuck you and eat a dick. I swear to God, I can't stand people who...
Somebody called him arrogant. And I said,
I
said it's only arrogance to you because you don't know what confidence looks like.
Exactly.
You know that's a supremely confident man who really feels he was ordained by God to have a purpose with these young men and teach these young men how to be men. And he's using football as a way to do it. Because he's using what he's gifted at. Can't be mad at that. That's what niggas do. You find your lane and you say, I want to be of service to people. How can I be of service to them? And you find that lane and you handle your fucking business.
Facts.
Shout out to Deion, his kids, his family, all the motherfuckers that got his back. I'm about to watch that nigga right now.
Facts.
They just hating because they have hating. You know what I always ask somebody? Would you ever want to play for a coach that says, I hope we win today?
Exactly. It's dumb shit. It's dumb shit.
You want to play for a coach like, look, we are deemed by God to win. We are going to win. Come on, man.
Facts.
There we go.
All right,
on that note, we out.
Peace.